Now recording.
We rejoin the party as they enter the Holy Arms Inn in
I'm-
Godholm.
I'm sitting by the bar, if I may be.
Is there a map for this? Or...
This bit isn't a map. This is just in the
okay.
town.
No
I shall
worries.
send to you where the first map I predict will be is. Hang on.
Excuse me, barkeep.
Yes. I see
One-
you've recovered.
Yes, I'll have one more sweet rhubarb and raspberry tonic water, please.
You'll have beer and like it.
Okay, I will take 2 beers.
Very good. As he hands you 2 beers. That'll be 1 silver.
And I hand him 1 gold. I haven't got any silver.
You can make change.
He gets a gold.
Okay. A generous tip, considering I had to get people in to wipe your ass the last few days.
Yes, I must apologize. I'm feeling much better now. I will demonstrate this as I take a swig from my beer by doing a backflip
Oh,
and landing back sitting on my stool.
good luck with this. Hang on. So you're doing it from sitting, or are you standing?
I'll stand and kind of.
Fair.
It's like a half backflip because I'm.
I was going to say, I'm working out DC quickly.
Dave Carlion.
Close enough.
Steve
Johnny Chapman.
Oh.
19. You're going to manage it. The chair's going to swing ever so slightly, or the stool's going to swing backwards ever so slightly as if you're going to fall, but then you catch it at the last second and fall back forward.
I let out a smirk.
At which point you hear the doors opening behind you, and 3 familiar faces walk in.
As soon as I spot Pyre, I go, Pyre! Gwydion!
Minstrel, my good man, it's so good to see you up and about. How have you been?
I'm feeling much better. Oh, it was awful. Oh, it was mad awful. I was in the afterlife, you see. It was a bit warm, a bit toasty. There might have been some flames. I'm not sure. There were these weird little men running around. But I'm very glad I'm back.
I don't suppose those are the... No, we'll talk about it later. Not important.
Oh, dear.
Would you
What
mind...
the devil have you been doing, my good sir?
Just saving a village, saving orphans. That sort of thing.
With fire, I hope. Barkeep, a round of drinks for my friends.
Okay, that'll be 1.5 silver, so 1 silver, 5 copper.
He gets a gold.
You refuse to keep track of anything smaller than a gold.
Oh,
Fair enough.
a bit like how Magalax hated gold, Minstrel hates small denominations of money.
It's how you attract the penny goblins.
Oh dear. Okay. Beers are brought round to you and your companions.
Why do you giggle when you say companions?
I'm trying to think of the right term. It's one of those things.
So, fam, gang, what villages have you been saving? What's been happening?
Well, we went upriver and kind of exploded a dragon. That was kind of fun.
Yes, we destroyed a dragon in slightly under 6 seconds. We then, I believe, got rid of the disease in a village and rescued a couple of small ghost children.
I see. I mean, normally I wouldn't be one for stopping diseases. I tend to be the one spreading them, if you know what I mean. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
I believe he's feeling better.
Feeling something, probably himself. Oh,
Mitch takes his hands out of his pockets.
Okay. So, what do you guys want to do next?
Well, as far as I knew, we had the Earth Tower.
Oh,
You've done the Earth Tower.
Then the air, whatever the next tower.
The air is the last one.
There we go.
I believe. How long have I been dead?
Well, you were dead for a day, and then you've been resting here for 3 days after 1 day of resting at the previous inn.
Yeah, so presumably the staff at Greyfog Keep are still there, as in they were paid for a month, were they not?
Yes.
Cool. Yeah, don't need to worry about that then.
Okay, you're just making sure you can quickly get back there to pay them quickly.
Yeah,
Yes.
I was thinking, shit, do we have to pay him? But no, it's cool.
Plan, Minstrel, perhaps we should pay a quick visit to Greyfog, and then perhaps a griffin will come in handy to get to this island.
Ah, that's a fine point. What island?
The island with the tower on it.
Oh yes, the towers. Sorry. I've been very confused.
Yes, it's okay. Oh,
Dying will do that to a person.
where is Greyfog? Oh god, I've started coughing again. Maybe I think I've got corona again.
Again?
Where is Greyfog?
It's somewhere south of Taryn.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's home. That's where it
We could
is.
We could go to Greyfog, and then maybe go on a nice little river cruise down the river to Uluru, and from Uluru we could swim to Norim.
Don't forget, I've got a
I'm
magic
sorry,
holding
swim.
boat.
That's
Swim by boat, yes, of course. But of course, we have to do some research on this town of Uluru. Perhaps I'll visit the Godhome. Wait, where are we again?
You are in Godhold.
Swim by boat.
Perhaps I'll visit the Godhome
That sounds
library
good.
and try and find a detailed atlas of the world.
I say, do you want me to put the map up again?
No, I just want you to tell me if the town of Uluru has a boat big enough to carry.
Okay.
What about you, Mr. Pipes? You've been all over the place touring, I'm sure.
I have no boat.
Uh,
I believe I heard Minstrel just mention he had a boat. My best friend Minstrel.
Strail.
so, if
Yeah, but have you been there before?
well, arbitrarily, since you were travelling around before, roll a history. We'll see what you get.
Possibly. I hadn't
I
set
think
100% Rude Bean.
Uluru is.
I think, Pyre,
Yes.
the worst thing about dying was the betrayal we suffered as a party.
Trail.
Shartan the Deceiver. He never stepped in to help.
Shartan, I'd forgotten about that man. Have I met that? Have I met Shartan?
You've met Shartan.
You have. I don't think Morlan has.
Nope, Morland doesn't know shit.
Morlan,
Maybe
watch
Shartan,
out.
Maybe Shartan took the hint that you hated him and decided to stay.
Watch out for that tricksy fellow with the magic shop. I gift you my knowledge, and I hand him Shartan the Deceiver, the silver book.
Fair enough.
I no longer have
Morland will
that.
proceed to read this.
Okay. It's a fairly long book, so we'll wait for the next time you take a rest. Uluru is the location of the Bard's College. Minstrel, you should know about this.
No, I
Should.
wouldn't, because I went to the wrong college.
You went to a different one. Also, your hometown, as I've got written here.
Oh yeah.
So, do you want to, maybe take a guess that you should know something?
Yes, that's where I studied. You see, the amazing knowledge that has, that has helped me in my bardic ways. It's actually my hometown.
Okay. You're going to recall it's like most university towns. There's a fairly large student population, followed by the locals who are constantly pissed off with the student population, considering you have a town filled with horny bards.
I do hope that that weird goblin fellow isn't still around. You see, this is my hometown. My father might be about somewhere.
You also know that it's not
Bards are
actually a
goblin.
port town.
It's also not actually a port town. I say with conviction in my voice.
Well, bugger me with a silvered fish fork. What about Squall's End?
We don't really need a port town. We just need access to the coast.
Have we got a-
Minstrel, how heavy's your boat?
If only someone had a magic boat in a bottle, that'd certainly come in handy right about now.
Yeah, if only that hadn't been wasted epically.
How heavy's your fold-up boat, Minstrel?
I don't know. It's in my
It's-
backpack.
It is in fact a 4-person rowing boat.
With that weighs?
Not a lot. It folds up and gets magically lighter.
No. When it's folded out, how much does it weigh?
Okay, let me have a quick look.
Because we can Peter Pan this. We can Peter Pan this.
Okay.
For 4 hours a day.
Weigh 100 odd pounds.
Okay. So we've lost Merrick from a mechanical sense. We've lost the heaviest party member.
Fair enough.
And have got most of the parties. We've got a wizard, a bard, theoretically Doris, unless she joins us later by her own
As I said,
unpleasant means.
Doris will show up if necessary at a time.
By the way, I don't remember. Did we bury Merrick?
That
Yeah,
was
We
dealt with
took him
by-
to be buried.
Ah, right, okay.
That was dealt with by the party.
That's why we're in Godhome.
I'm going to say you're going to struggle to, fly it across 4 hours, and the rowboat is not really designed for the open ocean.
That's what I mean. All I've got to do is fly.
Well,
We just need somewhere to stop in them. Well, I mean, even if we get to the shore, the other end, we can just bung them all in the rowboat, and then I can fly them like a zeppelin, but the balloon is Morlan.
Yeah, I get that, but I don't think you're going to get across in 4 hours. So
Oh, yeah.
once you're in,
Okay, so we need to cross the ocean first.
I think we
Yeah,
talked
yeah.
about it before, actually, I remember. It's quite a long...
I was going to say you've probably got like a day or so sailing, maybe 2.
Fair.
Perhaps we should go to
Depending
Greybock Keep. I could send good old Edwin, send him on an errand to acquisition us a boat to pick us up from the coast.
I mean, we could probably just go down to the dock and pay somebody. Merchants ain't usually too fussy if you're paying to take you across if they're already going.
And
Yes,
so,
but which dock? This is the issue.
so you were asking about School's End. Make a history check.
A history check.
Yes.
A hysterectomy check.
Well, with that magic book,
That's
we can go anywhere.
So that's
we
a
like.
medicine check.
Okay,
I'm
11.
going to re-roll that because I reckon we're going to have a long rest before we leave anyway. So
Well, if you have to take a boat, you'll probably have one before anything major happens. 23. Okay. School's End is a holiday resort.
So it's definitely got boats. So it's got like
We could get one of those swan paddle boats. out.
It's essentially a series of beach huts and nice hotels on a white sand beach.
with a
Cruise, gentlemen. Let's go on a cruise.
port.
There are some boats normally for like touring the coastline, not really deep sea vessels.
All right. What about Larnwick?
Larnwick does have a port as well. I'm just going to use the 23 for most things, considering
Why does that name ring a bell, Minstrel?
you were near there a little while ago.
Oh yeah, there was a tower that near there.
Ah, okay. It's not the place where I shout the innkeeper's door.
No, that's somewhere else.
But we do
Phew.
need to go to Greyfog because I need to get Cutter and and I can't remember his name.
Sorka.
I'll finish my first
No, I
beer,
don't care
by the
about
way.
him. I care. I want my Griffin,
Vindal.
Grundle.
Vindal.
Grundle.
Oh, by the way, we should be we should be doing this over a proper breakfast, like nudging Pyre.
Oh yes, of course. Proper breakfast. Yes. Barkeep,
Mm-hmm. He looks over from
bring us
cleaning glasses.
12 poached eggs.
We
A
no
side of,
Pyre.
yes.
He sort of gestures in a circular motion.
Ah, yes, of course. We'll write our plans on the back of this plate. Have you got a pen?
18
Morland-
intelligence, everyone.
20.
20, my apologies.
He's the only party member smarter than Morland.
Yeah, but I genuinely don't know what you mean.
We got a massive silver platter that casts Hero's Feast.
Oh yeah. Didn't we already eat it though?
Well, it's the next day 'cause we've travelled back.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. Barkeep. I don't suppose you'd mind if I brought my own food, would you?
We still buy like one good sandwich because you have to sacrifice like a thing to it.
Yeah.
All right, barkeep.
What
Bring me a roasted suckling piglet.
It's breakfast. How would eggs do?
Have you? So
We have the chickens.
bring me a roasted suckling chicken. A spring chicken.
Mechanically, what would happen if on that platter I place an aboleth in a jar?
It's not food, so nothing.
I
What
beg
would
to
happen
differ.
if you placed an aboleth in a jar on my fork of ability on the platter?
That's a good question. I
Like,
don't know.
I feel like that would create
Probably not the best meal you've ever eaten.
Aboleth sushi.
I believe when we get to Grey Fog, we've got some experiments.
I
You
would
can only
like
run
to-
one experiment a day. Don't forget.
Have they got a roast chicken handy then, or
They are currently roasting a chicken. It'll be a few minutes, even
Would
with
you
magic.
like some help roasting that chicken, sir? I say as flames erupt from my hand.
I was gonna say, they've got someone out the back using fire to roast it. It's not going to go any quicker with more fire.
All
It'll
right.
be a few minutes while they roast a chicken to edible levels.
I've
Okay,
finished my second beer and I'm becking the barkeep over.
As he comes back.
With breakfast, I've got a feeling, and I look around at the party, would like some fire whiskey, please.
Oh no, minstrel, you haven't seen this yet. Wait, it comes with stuff.
So
Okay.
I suppose we wait for the chicken.
Yep,
And I put
and
the platter on the table, and I command, or ask very politely, for them to place the chicken on the platter. And I would also... Have I got Maribana low?
yeah, sure,
Cool. I just thought I'd ask that, because he'll come in handy.
fair enough.
Keep have some
I-
fire whiskey.
Fire whiskey, no dwarven wine they have, or alternatively, he's got a recent import of cinnamon schnapps from
It's almost fire whiskey. Yeah, we'll take the bottle of schnapps, please.
cinnamon schnapps straight from Rivermouth. So he hands you you want the bottle?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. He hands you the bottle and charges you 5 gold pieces for the whole thing.
What?
It's an
Yeah.
entire bottle.
Yeah, no, I'm happy with that.
How much is the chicken, by the way?
The chicken was 2 silver.
Oh. Wait, I might actually have silver. I do. I've got 11 silver pieces. Nice.
Now you have 9.
How many glasses? Who's going to partake in some whiskey? How many glasses do we need?
I
Show
don't,
of hands, please.
I
Morland
don't
just
know
like
if you should-
both hands up.
I don't know if you should be drinking a bottle of whiskey, Mr. Strill, after what you've been through.
I won't be drinking all of it. I just think this is time to have a wee celebration.
Plus,
Just
you are only 16 years old.
oh,
I was going to say,
I
drinking
cough
age is
nervously.
16. It's like it used to be. As long as he was ordering a meal, technically he can order as much alcohol as he likes.
To be.
You know what they say, Pie, you can't teach an old dog new math.
Yes.
Okay, your chicken is now being brought out on a large skewer.
Okay. Stick it on the middle of that silver platter, please. Would you, wench?
And stand back.
The man carrying the chicken is going to say,
I knew it was a man.
I said it was a man cooking it, but
Yeah, I knew
still
it was
went
a
with
man.
wench. Okay. He's going to bring the chicken over and using the large knife he was using in the kitchen, slide it off into the center of your platter. Once again, the runes are going to faintly glow white, then faintly blue, and then small amounts of steam will come off before revealing a very odd breakfast with chicken. Actually, no, what can you do with chicken for breakfast? Ah, got it. chicken waffles with maple syrup and bacon.
Chicken and waffles, that's like a good breakfast to me, man.
Exactly. There is a pile of chicken, waffles, bacon, maple syrup. The chicken has miraculously become deep fried. There is butter. There is a selection of things, and black coffee.
Mm. More just like pats Minstrel about. It's like, what do you reckon to that?
I love it. Oh, Pyre. Wonderful Gwydion.
Yes, minstrel. My friend.
And I help myself to some waffles.
Mary Banalo is going to feed me.
And I also wash down the waffle with a couple of shots of cinnamon. What's it?
You could also add it to coffee.
Oh my god, gentlemen!
We have just invented the Irish coffee.
And I
Irish.
glug like 4 or 5 shots worth into a coffee.
That's not going to go well, but okay. I'm going to have a con save from you on that one.
Man,
4 or 5 shots. Yeah, 4 or 5 shots is considering
He doesn't need to. He's immune to poison.
Good point. You can't get drunk. Never mind.
Why is he immune to poison?
Hero's
From the
feast.
hero's feast.
Oh my god.
Also,
You're also cured of all diseases and poison. Become immune to poison and being frightened. You make wisdom's throws with saving throws with advantage, and you have your maximum HP increased by 2d10.
speaking of which, Pyre roll 2d10. Oh no, he's not immune to being poisoned till after he's been eating this for an hour. But either way.
Okay. He will soon. Once he finishes, he'll sober up.
Yeah, he'll immediately sober up. 8. So everyone gets 8 extra max hit points. But remember, you have to take them off, so just put them in temporary, and they can be healed.
Oh.
Oh, this coffee's certainly nice.
Morland's got like the 3rd chicken on the go.
It is a meal sized for 10 people.
I've
Or 3
offered
people
out
in Morland.
schnapps to whoever wants it.
Morland will happily partake.
Fair enough. So, as you sit down to enjoy your waffles and chicken and everything else that's delicious and bad for you and good,
Morland's measure was the same as mine, so out of this schnapps, we've had 10 shots.
fair enough. So you've
That's about
probably
half a
run
bottle.
250, 1 quarter.
Fair.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's a litre bottle.
I was about to say it's a big bottle.
Oh yeah, that's a third then. 750 is normal for spirits.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. So what port are we trying to get to, and what port
Well,
are we going to go from?
I think we should go to Landwick because
As a quick reminder, you guys know you bookmarked Anor for this purpose.
yes. All right. Well, let's take the book to Grey.
Just because this has been going on a while
up
and
the-
no one's remembered.
pick up Cutter and the bird, and then take the book back to Anal. Or
Oh, yes.
Now, do those things appear every time you use that book?
I
Speaking
don't
of
think
books,
so,
gentlemen.
so far.
Did anyone give it back after bookmarking Anal? Who's currently holding it?
I've
I
got
think-
it right here, Minstrel.
The magic.
Ah,
button.
that's
Keeping it safe.
We've got a
Mary-
new page in it. I think
I'm
you were
gonna-
here for that.
I'm going to command Mary Banalo to hand it to Minstrel.
Fair enough. The book slowly drifts across to him.
Oh, finished book.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. Well, let's finish our breakfast and perhaps we should venture forth on our merry quest to collect the Holy Grail.
Yes.
I missed something?
You take a job while we were out.
Oh, sorry. No, I don't. Oh, my brain.
He's caught Pythonism. Okay, so
Oh my god. A knot of snakes. And a devil and an angel either side.
Yeah, that's
You
a while ago, dude.
You've just reminded Minstrel.
You just remembered something that's come and gone. Oh dear. Anyway, so where are we heading to first?
Grey Fog.
Okay.
Using the book.
So, Minstrel, if you would.
I bet you would.
And I make eye contact with the barkeep if he's still in the room, and I open up to page 17 and 18 and look at the others to make sure they're reading and say, Great Hold Keep.
Oh, just to be clear, Mary Bannerlow has picked up the magical silver platter and given it back.
Fair enough, you didn't just leave that there.
Morland has secreted it back in his backpack.
Fair enough. It's about as wide as his torso, to be fair.
Meh.
If not wider. So, okay.
It is of little consequence.
Yeah, it's not going to make a big difference to you guys. Okay, so as you teleport now to I think you're 120 meters or 120 feet away from the entrance to Grey Toad Keep, and as you arrive, Minstrel, you can see some work has actually beginning to take shape here. The area has been cut back a short distance, as well as you've got generally slightly nicer upkeep. The building looks a little cleaner. And there appears to be several people standing. 2 people standing just either side of the door, keeping an eye out.
As we
Fine.
apparate, I obviously see this and go, one sec, I've got to zoom in, I can't read that. Dawn, Killock, Lister, Peaton, Horace, Untek, Edwin, what a wonderful job you've all been doing while I've been dead.
As I say, the 2 guards who are Dawn and Killock are going to be the only ones who can actually see, because...
Pillock, is it?
No, Killock. With a K.
Otherwise known as Killock the Pillock.
Oh, no. He is a dwarf.
That's going to be real fun as Morland rocks up.
I was going to say, as the party now suddenly appears and they're standing around, it's just like, hello, sir. See, you've brought guests. Even Dawn, who is a human, is at a good 6 feet, is looking heftily up to Morland.
Just full, gentle wave. Really pointy-toothed smile.
We've had to make a few adjustments inside. I hope you don't mind.
Have you seen my kobold friend and his pet bird? Or whatever he is, goblin kobold.
Yes, your companions are in the dining room, just inside.
Very well. Oh, you go to the dining room.
Fair enough. Okay, as you head inside, you're going to see Sorka and Cutter, also not a kobold. Just putting it out there quickly.
What adjustments have been made to the building?
In essence, the kitchen is now also the dining room, and the actual dining room has been turned into a servants' quarters.
See?
Basically, they had to get some beds together because you sent them to a place with 3 beds and hired 7 people.
Yep.
Totally good to see you, my lad.
Cutter's sitting at the far end of the room away from the fire, keeping an eye out, and Sorka is trying to keep company with him despite Cutter's lack of ability to speak. As you approach... Oh, dear, excuse me.
Yes, sorry I've left you, but I'm sure you haven't been suffering in this palace. Would you hand me those javelins, Cutter?
Certainly, as he hands you the javelins.
All right, Mary Bannerlow takes them, and then I give them to Morland and say, I believe these will come in handy for you. Cutter's been
Well,
looking
sort of-
after them until somebody of the correct stature to use them came along.
One little heft one is like, you got a target I can hit.
There you go. I'm just
That's
trying
all
to
I've
find...
got it written as.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just trying to find where I've saved the
12
item.
12 flaming javelins.
I don't know. Did they make a target range?
Here we go. There's not a
Tree
target
will
range
do.
outside, but there's trees outside.
Jesus.
They are single use.
Uh,
I should specify.
They are single use, so I'm sure you don't need to practice. I'm sure you'll be successful first attempt.
Fair enough.
And by the way, this is my manservant Cutter and my personal chauffeur, the Elf, and my vehicle's outside, and it's a big Griffin.
The Griffin you've not currently seen, but
Oh, Elf, where's the Griffin?
oh, he's fetching his breakfast from the lake.
Oh, I see. Very well. Well, I suppose it's time for our second breakfast. The platter only works once a day, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
I've peeked downstairs and I've asked Horace to report to me upstairs in the main room
Fair enough. Horace,
and to bring the guards.
fair enough. Horace is going to finish up what he was doing, and then fetch the two guards who are currently sleeping, Lister and Peaton, as well as gathering Dawn and Killick from outside.
And poor Untech. And good old Edwin.
And Edwin, who was currently putting together a makeshift stable.
And Sable.
Sable is the horse. Do you want to bring it inside?
Yes.
Okay. You bring inside a large black horse.
And I, assuming they're all in the room now, I say, gentlemen,
They're all in the room except for your groundsman.
where's the groundsman? Where's Untech?
He's clearing a path down to the lake.
Okay, well, perhaps, Edwin, you could send word to him what I'm about to announce.
Very well.
I have recently spent some time dead, you see, and I've come back to see this place in tip-top condition. So I commend you all, and I would like to give you 188 gold pieces in a pot. Use it on beer, use it on upkeep, or take a percentage as a bonus. It's completely up to you.
Very well. Thank you, sir. Dawn is going to say, carrying the pot to the table.
You're welcome.
I'll be honest.
You're waiting for a... What's he doing?
He was rounding off his. You were rounding off your money. I know what you were doing. At which point, Killick is going to say, "Ah, good. We can use that to buy some decent beds."
Certainly can.
Okay. Anything else you want to say? Because they're now just standing there watching you after this.
Well, I suppose you can get back to it. Have a pleasant day. This is just a flying visit. We'll be out of your hair again shortly.
I see. We shall carry on with our work. Thank you, sir. As the two guards who were sleeping because they are on rest at the moment head back into one of the bedrooms.
Hey, they just got 188 gold.
They can wake up for
They
it.
can wake up for that.
They could be happy about it.
They can be happy about it. However, they were kind of asleep, except for the elf.
I did think, I can't just tell Horace because I don't know what kind of person he is. I don't really know him. He might go, oh, yes, I'll make sure they all are aware of this money. Thank you, sir.
Fair enough. Oh, dear. Okay. So what are we on to next as everyone's finished poking around?
Morland is just going to hang about until we need to go, like he's just trying not to scare the staff.
Anything else anyone wants to do while they're here? Stash anything?
Don't really need to stash anything. I've got a bag of holding.
It's only £500.
I want to. Have I got like a fire with a mantelpiece anywhere?
There's the big one in the kitchen.
Above the mantelpiece in the kitchen, I would like to place Ludwig's heart.
You're putting the pickled heart in a jar above the shared communal kitchen.
Yes, it's one of my kills, you see. A mighty dragon's heart.
Okay, then I'm going to have to do some rolls. See if anyone knows any better. Doesn't look like it. At least not at the moment. Okay. So we'll go
Have
back
I
to.
got a bookcase? Because I'll drop Bard's Tale and a History of Smut in a bookcase if
There'll
so.
be one in your bedroom.
Yeah, cool.
Just the one room they haven't changed much apart from removing the dead bodies and the smell of corpse.
And How to Marry a King's Daughter.
Fair enough.
Having a tidy up, you see.
Yeah. I was going to say, you picked up a few books here and there. Okay. So, with that, we just need to cover Pyre with Sorka and Cutter. So, Pyre, you've been having a chat with them in the kitchen.
Yeah, we've been catching up. So, I'm afraid we're going to be needing your services again.
Speak for.
Teleporting. Oh, wait, the Griffin can't teleport, can he?
No, the Griffin cannot teleport. Cutter can, who is currently carrying around a box with a quite valuable item in it.
Oh, yeah. How is the egg going there, Cutter?
He opens up the box and shows doesn't look like it's changed at all, really. There must be some trick to this thing.
This is the crystalline egg.
That's the
It's a
one.
crystal rock.
That's the one.
Well, I'm sure something will happen eventually. Don't give up. Good friend.
Very well.
Right, Sorka, you take the bird, and I want you to fly to a place, the name of which is
Doesn't say,
Norim.
do you want Norim? Okay. He's going to consider for a moment and say, it'll be a long journey. To get there accurately, I'll have to fly most of the way down the continent to get to Larnwick to fly the shortest distance to an island, rest, then the next distance, and then to Norim. It'll probably be about a week.
See. I tell you what, Elf, why don't you just stay here and enjoy yourself? Cutter, come with me.
Very well. Cutter picks up the box and follows you. Okay. Anyone else want to do anything while they're here?
No, I'm good.
Morland doesn't know this place. Probably
Fair
wander around with Mr. Pipes if need be.
Fair enough. Okay. So, with that, Minstrel. What do you
Yes,
want?
Happy.
I was going to say, you've got the book, so you're up next for travel.
I look around and beckon people over and go, gentlemen, are you all ready? Where are we going?
We are going to the town of Ainur.
Ainur. Oh, yes, that must be the one you added on pages 19 and 20. I think out loud.
So, that's the one.
I open up that page and my loudest, triumphant voice. Ainur.
Very loud and triumphant. As
That was incredibly triumphant, Minstrel.
you're now whisked to a small field, a short distance just outside Ainur. The one where, until there's still a few scorch marks left around from when Pyre was launching fireballs.
Oh, never.
Hiya, looks like you were certainly busy here.
Oh, well, things happen.
I certainly hope you didn't pull up a wall of flame. Where is Doris, anyway?
Doris has been left doing some research in Godholm.
She had to use the little librarian's
Voice in
room.
my ear.
Straight to the docks.
Fair enough. As a quick nudge, do you guys want to stop and see Cassium and pick up the completion note for that other job? Because
Yeah.
you never picked it up.
Yes.
Okay. We'll whiz through that and say Pyre quickly runs in and runs back out with the letter, having had as little contact with his former headmaster as possible, given their previous encounter.
Oh, that was awkward. Glad that's over.
Um,
Now, let's get to the boathouse.
As you head down towards the docks, map tool. You're going to begin inquiring if anyone is heading Norham Way. At which point we'll have an investigation check from the group. So everyone roll for investigation.
1 second.
Okey-dokey.
Actually, look up what my investigation is.
100. Oh, I've got a big belly.
Good start.
Expertise doubles
That's
Right.
correct.
bonus. So 8.
Doubles your
9.
proficiency.
Yeah, so 8 plus 1 is 9. Ugh.
14. That's fine. As a group, you're doing pretty well so far. 5.
Oh dear.
Trying to remember how to roll as well. Bear with me. I've completely forgotten how to play this game.
This
I'm just going to
Um,
have a quick tinkle out of my
Winkle.
No,
winky.
no minstrel.
Does Cutter get a go as well?
I will add cutters on in a minute. Well, you can roll it. It's +0.
Oh. He might just bring the average down.
Well, it's not average. I'm doing it on a total number, so you're most of the way there. Yep, you're there.
11.
There we go. That's fine.
What
You-
are we
you-
investigating?
you- I was going to say, you're trying to find a ship sailing to Norwich.
Ah,
I was saying, for that, can I
Nice.
use my safe haven?
I suppose. But you're looking for a particular guy, not for someone just to look after you. Okay.
Yeah,
so-
but like I just need a contact.
Fair. Okay. So you are going to find a gentleman by the name of Grellum, who himself a gnome. It is a good first hint to where he might be going.
I'm back, baby.
Captain Grellum is going to say, yes, I'll take you across. I'm taking a few others across as well. There won't be a stateroom available, but you're welcome to, if you don't mind sleeping on the deck.
Who has the
What?
Who has the rooms?
Oh, some gnome adventurers. They were out seeing the world. They've already
Ah.
paid, so I can offer you a half price.
How much
Sure.
do they pay, good sir?
Oh, 100 gold for the journey there and back. They paid
I will-
quite a while ago.
I will give you 200 gold.
It's more a matter of they were there first, but I'll pay your entire crew for the journey for a mere 50.
Minstrel, perhaps we could convince the gnomes ourselves.
Perhaps,
you could try.
Mr. Shipman, I could have a word with you in private.
Okay.
You're going to nosh him off.
I'm wondering.
I would like to have I'd like to use my words of terror.
Ooh, okay.
Sounds.
Roll.
He needs. No, you need to roll a wisdom save.
Okay.
But,
Total of +2, 18.
he passed. That's fine. Nothing.
Okay, fair enough. It was worth a shot.
I got a really low spell save.
Really?
Well, quite low. It's
Well,
15.
that is quite low. 8 plus proficiency plus charisma. What's your charisma score?
I think my proficiency went up actually.
Fair enough. I was going to say, I thought by your level it should normally be about 16 at this point.
Is it 8
Mine's
plus charisma is 11.
Your charisma's only 16?
Yeah, it's 15 still. Charisma 17. 3 still.
I was going to say, I'm surprised. I thought you had that a little high. But okay, no worries. Okay, so it's going to be taking you up to the boat and showing you. The long vessel appears a little small, but it was made for gnomes. You kind of expected a little something of that.
Morland is actively banging his head on things.
Morland needs to stay away from the sails, but other than that, he should be fine.
I was muted. Is it too late to say I cast suggestion?
Yes, I've got you on the boat now. He's busy.
I was saying it was no one acknowledging me. My microphone was muted.
That's bloody why then, isn't it? Oh dear. Okay, feel free to move around the boat. I will reveal anything else you go into. There is a small hold, which is, as you reach the edge, you can see through. Appears to contain some stores and probably what they're mainly cast.
Pyre, come back. Come back. Some mystical force has me rooted in place, Pyre. I'm scared. I can't move.
Hold on.
Hey.
Cast a simple incantation. Akabadada, badada, badam.
It's alright, that's my bad. How's that?
It worked.
Pyre, you're my hero.
I may have forgot to change the ownership back because he changed his name. I had the same problem the other day.
Mauler just wants to find a good spot to sort of prop up and keep a watch.
Okay. I might reveal a tiny bit more of the map to show you where the door and things are.
Is there like that little mini deck where the wheel is up above the?
Yeah, I was going to say that's where the captain's going to be heading in a moment.
Where's,
Mauler essentially just wants to post up there.
Fair enough. So
where's Cutter?
I can move you to there. Cutter,
I can't see that.
No, you can't. I will get you there in a minute. It's fine. For the moment, you can take Phil's spot in the corner. It's where you've probably got the most headroom of anywhere.
Yeah, that's pretty much what he's looking for. Is just the most open space.
Fair enough. Okay. Cutter.
In fact, is there a crow's nest?
There is not a crow's nest. It's not that big a boat.
Could I build a crow's nest?
I mean, not in the time of this journey. But hang on, let's find a piece for Cutter.
I mean, I would find one.
Where are you, Pyre?
No idea what he is.
As I was going to say, if you can find one that looks a bit like a samurai helmet, that'll be fine. Full-faced. That's basically what he's wearing.
Okay.
Pyre.
Yeah,
Pyre is currently doing a Titanic.
I can feel the wind, darling. It's beautiful up here. Come join me.
I stand
Oh,
behind
careful,
him.
You're on the very
and-
edge. No, you're going to fall.
Don't fall.
I stand behind him and hold my arms out with his hands.
Acrobatic roll.
There you go. I took you off the snap to grid.
Pyre, did I tell you about the last time I was on a boat this size? We had magic seeds, and we planted a mile of flowers all around us, and set fire to it all.
I'm going to have to reveal the other side of the door slightly so you can work out where it is.
Mauler just turns to the crew and goes, "What kind of fire safety record do you guys have?"
Phil, who's standing next to you currently playing with a few shiny coins, is going to say, we're not too bad, but at the same time, we've only had 2 fires on board. Minstrel, that's the mast you were just standing on, or sitting on in your case.
He's got an item that lets him go through it.
That's only stone.
I don't think I have that anymore. I think I took it off.
Fair enough. So,
Yeah.
as the captain heads up towards the wheel, there's a small standing area for him to control the rudder. And as you were speaking with Phil, he's going to say, well, we haven't had many fires. We've been quite lucky so far. As you look about the other 3 members of the crew outside of the captain, Rudy is a rather odd-looking dwarf. Gallo, which you can highlight obviously to see these, is a rather terrifying-looking gnome. And Phil is the only one there above 5 feet tall, and only just. He's a rather short human with a weird beard.
It's Mauler at over 7 feet tall, going, I feel I'm going to be very uncomfortable on this trip.
Lay yourself out on the deck. It's wide enough. I used to have to do it till I got Missy legs. Okay. Anyone want to explore the ship at all? If not, I will leave it and we can move forward
Is
as
this a
time
hole
goes.
down to the hold?
The hole is down to the hold. There is currently a lot of supplies and things you can see down in the hole.
Oh,
It looks fairly full. They'll be pulling them out before anyone goes in there.
oh, oh! There's a door back there.
we
Minstrel,
want
you
to-
found a door. Phil, where does that door go?
Oh, that's the stateroom.
I see. Is that where the gnomes are?
Yes, that's the one.
Perhaps we should pay them a visit.
I knock on the door.
As I say, a few minutes later, a few moments later, not minutes. Fluffed that one. You're going to hear a response. One voice is going to say, which sounds more like an elderly man, is going to say, "Oh, come in, come in. Company's always welcome." And the other voice is going to say, "No, go away. Ignore the old man."
I walk in.
Okay, you are going to be greeted by these three. The old gnome with the beard and the glasses, by the name of Saul. The young-ish gentleman gnome with pointy hair and 2 daggers on his belt is Phineas, and the long red-haired with the large, surprisingly large for a gnome anyways, axe is going to be Justine.
Figures
Laura,
it tits.
it is a big axe for a gnome. Really? You thought that's what I was going to say?
Greetings, adventurers. Which one of you is the leader of your party of brave souls?
The gnome woman who was, as you recognise her voice as she begins speaking now, the one who told you to go away, is going to be the one to stand up and say, "That would be me."
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Minstrel Bardington, renowned adventurer and poet and visionary and author and blacksmith. And you are?
I'm Justine, adventurer from Norham.
Norham, you say? Wonderful place, lad. Full of stuff.
You've, as I say, Phineas is just going to say, "You've not been, have you?"
No, you're quite right.
It's not full of anything.
Excuse the intrusion.
Nope, you cut out there completely. I lost it.
Please excuse the intrusion. I've just come to proposition you.
Oh, and
Look at eyes.
Morland just bangs on the wall. Is like, "Do not proposition the other guests."
oh dear.
You see, we're a
Dirty boy.
little disappointed with our accommodation on board. I'm just wondering if you'd be interested in a trade. Perhaps if I partake with 300 of my hard-earned gold pieces, you'd be prepared to swap. I suggest. I suggest.
Okay, so that's which one are you suggesting that to? Because that is a wisdom saving throw.
Justine.
Okay. Does a 21 pass?
Jesus.
Fuck me. Yeah, that passes.
To be fair, you haven't tried to ascertain what if these are classes because they're all player leveled. For reasons.
I mean, to be fair,
To,
Also,
con her out
gonna
of anything
say,
at least.
I should also mention that this is a very useful friend to have. He's an
So
influencer.
he's
if
going
you
to
will.
tuck her axe against the wall and say, "Look, me and Phineas could easily spend a night or two out on the decks, but Saul here needs the room. He's getting on a bit in years." At which point Saul is going to look up and say, "No, I'm not. I'm fine. And then fall back asleep in his chair.
He says he's fine.
We'd be happy to swap places, perhaps me and Pyre, and we split the room with Saul. Of course, I'd still be prepared to give you 300 gold. I remember when I was a young adventurer, just like you. It's a shame about
So,
this arrow.
you who
Can I
appears to
question
be...
one thing? Are they sleeping in those barrels?
No, they've just got the room. There's hammocks that hang up.
Okay, that makes more sense. It's like, are they just sleeping in the barrels?
No, the barrels are various things. There's limited stamp
I
on
know.
it. The barrels are supposed to cover their supplies and what they're taking back.
Like they're gnomes, they could probably make a comfy little wall bed in a barrel.
Yeah, to be fair, they probably could.
That's why I was wondering.
The gnome hotel, like the ones in Japan, where you just get the bed you slide into.
Yeah.
Who just disappeared off the deck?
That was a potential cutter, but I don't think it worked.
Okay, yeah, you're looking for someone in a full helmet.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. That'll do. I know it says dwarf, but Make a persuasion roll for the sharing the room. You, Pyre, and Saul.
Oh, and I'll also throw in the rest of that bottle of schnapps.
And can he get advantage because I'm helping him by bigging him up as a famous influencer?
Sure, why not?
Persuasion, so that's 5 plus 8. That's 13. Fuck me. I think 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah.
31. Okay. I don't think they can beat that.
Didn't
I
you
am
think-
rolling remarkably well, so you guys want to avoid combat for the rest of the session.
You do have advantage, by the way, Chris.
Yeah, but does he need it? He's on 18 now.
I mean, that 20.
Got to pump for the 20s.
Yeah, sure. You've passed regardless.
Oh,
16. Fair enough. So one high, one low. So 31. Justine's going to say, very well. You and Saul can take the room. Just make sure he doesn't, do anything crazy.
of course. I'm well used to people doing crazy things,
Yeah,
and I hand her 300 gold and the bottle of cinnamon schnapps.
Fair enough. And they
What do you mean,
gladly
like,
trade that.
crazy exactly?
Oh, he has a couple of odd habits. Nothing too serious. As she leaves the room. And they go find a nice comfortable place at the bow of the ship to settle down.
We're gonna have a hell of a night.
There's only 2 cups, Saul. I'm afraid you won't be drinking with us.
So,
Saul,
the-
wake up.
Hmm?
Are you a magistician such as myself?
Oh, of a kind. It's mostly past me now. There's a few bits here and there. Just don't mind me, and if my little friend is still scurrying about somewhere, don't mind him either.
No, don't worry. I have many little friends myself.
Minchell bursts into tears.
So,
Oh, why?
Friends all died recently.
Trail.
oh, I'm sorry to hear that. What happened to your dear friends? He's still slightly starting to nod off, even as you're talking to him. You would guess he's probably, even for gnomes who live about 750 odd years, he's probably in his early 700s.
I can't remember. Does Minchell know they sunk to the bottom of the ocean? I know I don't know how or why.
You just know the bag was lost.
Yeah.
That's all you were told.
Looks like he's asleep.
As he drifts back off in the chair.
If he doesn't snore, Pyre.
If he does, he's such a small creature at the moment. It's not going to be noticeable.
Well, what time is it, Pyre?
Well, if I lean out of the door and look at the sun, I'd say it's about
You're looking at a little after midday.
midday, lunchtime. I say.
Yes, I would agree. I was wondering whether it was getting to sleep time, but it's certainly not. So,
You got a lot to do on the boat.
let's
It's up to you what
peruse.
you want to do. Okay. Anyone else want to do anything on the boat?
Morland will probably pitch in and help if he can.
Morland, who could basically raise the sail with one arm, is not going to be too
Pretty much.
required at this point. But
I'm
Yeah, Morland
imposing,
makes light work of whatever heavy lifting may need doing.
fair
I'm
enough.
imposing a new rule on myself, by the way.
Mm.
Deck of many things I will only use at the end of a session.
Fair enough. Gives me time to write things. And where did I leave my cards? You might not be able to use it at the end of the session. I cannot find my cards.
What?
I'll find them out. I tidied my desk the other day. I must have put them away.
I got some Da Vinci playing cards. Oh, look at that! I got 50,000 XP.
Yeah, nice try. why do you think I draw the card? Oh, dear. Fine.
That's a ginger ale.
That's all the cards I don't need. It's a good
Hiya.
start.
I don't suppose you've got any Sicilian lemonade in your bag.
No, but I do have this. As I pull out my my hard stone, my wellstone.
There we go.
Have a
Oh,
sip of
that-
this.
That reminds me, while we were on the boat, where's our good friend, what the fuck is his name? Marlon! Marlon! Marlon!
Pi is currently talking to him outside from the position you've left your tokens in.
Morland's sat out on the deck. Just sort of, again, leant down quite a long way so that he's lower than the level of swinging ship booms and everything else.
It's a fixed sail ship. You're not too bad off for that one. You just got to avoid the rope from the sail.
Marlon,
Sit there enjoying Mr. Pipes' pan flute.
how is your equipment, good sir?
Fair, 20.
Not looking too shabby, particularly with that. He sort of pats the ridiculous axe on his back. But between that and the javelins that Pyres give me, I'm not too shabby. Why? What do you got?
Well, I have got a number of items that I have been carrying for some time. I'm just wondering if they'd be of any use to anyone.
I can give him a
And-
look.
I go and show Morlan the what have I got? A cloak of the manta ray, Oni's chalice,
That's an item.
rapier of ice, F longbow. I think that's a fire longbow.
Flaming longbow, yeah.
Gorm, the Midas bow,
The Midas bow.
Midas, whatever. Bow of Gales,
You found a few
Devil's
bows.
axe.
No, the devil's axe he's got.
Oh yeah, I'll delete that. Belt of pass-through stone.
Yeah, I thought that's in your item list.
Can't use another belt, unfortunately.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
It's the only
Is
way I
there
can lift this damn thing.
anything there that catches your eye?
I mean, what if it requires attunement? Because I've got a few pieces that I'm wearing that are kind of.
Did
Taking up
only
the
chalice
back.
require attunement?
No, that's just a single-use item. Although he would actually be big enough and strong enough to lift it himself.
What I was thinking.
Howdy.
It
I've
is-
got the devil's.
Can you
Was
put
it-
the
was it
item
Devil's
card
Axe
in the
required?
chat?
Yeah, sure.
Did the devil's axe require attunement?
The devil's axe. Give me 1 second.
I know we had the item card before, but I haven't got it to hand.
That's fine. There's the chalice. Back up to the main and search for devil. Oh no, that was in D&D, custom foes, devil's axe. I'm starting to remember where I'm keeping all this stuff. Yes,
No,
it does require attunement.
It does require attunement.
If it's got a cross in, it doesn't. If it's left blank, it does.
Okay.
Because it's attuned
Fine.
to.
No, that's fine. So to be fair, I am attuned to 3 items already, so it's only non-attunable stuff that Morlan can take at the moment. Because I've got my belt of fire giant strength, which is what's letting me swing the axe. My winged boots, which is too awesome to turn down, being able to fly for 4 hours a day. And the devil's axe itself are my 3 attuned. So if you have anything that doesn't require attunement, I will definitely have a look at it. I say those flaming javelins will be quite nice if I need to do something at range.
I think most of the stuff I've got is attunement. I think.
That's fair. Like most
Bows-
good
I
stuff
mean,
is.
most of it's bows and rapier, to be honest, and your axe beats that.
Yeah. Given how quick I am, like a bow isn't the end of the world, particularly if Pyre casts haste on me.
Mr. Pipes,
Yes.
I have here a rapier of ice, a flaming longbow, and a Midas bow. Are you
Midas.
interested?
Why do you keep getting that wrong?
Interested in any of my wares, good traveller?
Well, my best friend Minstrel.
Does sound like you're haggling for a discount there.
The ice rapier would be the only thing that I would use out of that fantastic selection.
Consider it a gift for reviving me, good sir.
I'm just looking for the item
Yes,
card.
I did that. Thank
Um,
you.
Please keep your goblin friend away from me. I don't like him.
He's not my friend.
Good, I'm glad to hear it. Enjoy your ice, raper.
Thank you. I will rape many ices.
That was it.
Minstrel's gotten generous
Oh,
since his
excuse me.
death.
He has. Dying and coming back. It's really changed him. There we go.
Okey-dokey.
Now
Um,
that's a more interesting.
Higher,
Works
Yes.
regardless.
while we're killing time on this boat, can you perhaps take a look at an artifact with me?
Oh, of course. Is it 100 years old?
I'll need to know which one it is first.
It's a rectangular metal plate with Celestial written on it, and it says contains quarter of. And I can't make out the rest.
Hi, you actually have the other piece of this you nicked from your headmaster's office.
Oh, what?
You have another piece of this item.
Say what it is again.
So-
Rectangular metal plate.
Mm,
You nicked one from Cassian's
Your
office.
what is it? Metal
It's the metal plate which contains part of a spell. I know you nicked it, so it's fine.
Oh, okay.
It's just whether or not you saved it in your inventory.
I don't know. What's it called?
You would have had it as probably down as metal plate with magic writing, to be honest.
Oh, yes. I see it now. Type.
Oh, dear. Yes, you found 2 pieces of that so far. There, you're missing 2 more pieces. However, when you do bring the 2 together, they feel as if they
Sure,
are.
it was me who got it.
I'm pretty sure it was you who nicked it.
All right, well,
Minstrel found
actually,
one
no.
piece in the House of Golems, and you found this piece. Or I think you gave Minstrel the first piece from the House of Golems, and I think this piece you tucked away when you went to the headmaster's office.
Good.
It's still in Celestial and Arcane script, so it's essentially gibberish without all of it.
Oh, okay.
It's a shame we don't have a circlet of comprehend language. That would certainly come in handy right about now.
I
That
mean,
would
I
be
can
the right
comprehend
language.
languages at will, but it's arcane script, so it doesn't make any sense until we
Do
get
we
pieces.
know it contains a spell?
You know it's arcane script. You don't know exactly what it is.
I
So you
suppose.
assume it's magical. It could be for a single-use item, or it could be information on some ridiculous spell.
I think perhaps you should keep hold of my part of this.
Very
It seems
well.
to be magically inclined.
As you hold the 2 pieces near each other, you feel a sort of magnetic resonance between the 2 of them.
Oh, I'm going to use mending.
Congratulations, you worked that one out quick enough. The 2 pieces fuse together, and you can now see you have what is essentially the left half of this.
All we need now is 2 more pieces.
I look at Pyre and I'm a little bit disappointed that he didn't ask me to put it together using my blacksmithing prowess.
I do have something you could mend for me. My shoe's got a hole in it.
Of course. Can you just build me a furnace over here?
Oh. Well,
So you need a cobbler, not a blacksmith.
Oh, sorry, Mollen. Are you the cobbler?
I've been called a lot of things, but cobbler ain't one of them. I could probably patch it up, but
There isn't actually a hole in my.
You there, Bard.
Yes.
Shall we?
Would you like a game of dice to pass for like long time we've got on this boat?
I was going to say, once you guys are done with everything you want to do, let me know when you're just taking a chill for a while, and we'll get to the next day on the boat.
Glad you asked, Minstrel. I would indeed like to roll some dice.
Let's roll some dice together.
I'm going to roll those magic dice I had.
I figured. that was coming.
Oh, okay. You know the rules. 3d6. Anything but triple
Fine, fine.
ones. 552, so double fives. Okay, disco lights suddenly appear in the area, and drinks appear for everyone on the boat.
Woohoo!
I'm
Hey, it's a party cruise.
gonna. Can I time my dice roll just for flavour? That I go to roll the dice just as all this starts happening, and it kind of fudges me, so I lose my advantage.
Sure, why not?
What? What just happened? 18.
Well, you won at dice, minstrel.
Gonna-
Have a drink.
Fair enough. Oh dear. So you're now having a dance, Mr. Pipes.
Yes.
Fair enough.
Well,
So you're having a jolly old disco dance. Just it's all the classics. Just no idea where this is from.
I have this other bar's a little bit strange.
maybe I should roll in a normal
I assumed you
dice.
were all like
as well.
that. I mean,
Roll a normal dice for the dice game as you're just now skipping across the deck.
I don't have any proficiency. Ooh.
19! You still
Won.
actually beat him.
We didn't bet anything though.
No, you didn't actually get around to betting anything. Oh well.
I
Oh,
win.
dear.
I have beat the great minstrel.
I think I'm going to hunker down for now with my book. Oh, I haven't got any. Oh,
Yeah. Okay,
I'll go in the bedroom. I'll play with my water skin.
fair enough. In the time you've been gone, Saul has set up the hammock and is currently sleeping at the very top of the room in a very small space. Just tucked about there, with the hammock going across. You can hear the faint snoring of the poor old man.
Morlun will basically pitch an awning against the corner of the ship there and just have it pulled over.
Fair enough.
Just have to keep the sort of the wind and the rain off.
Fair enough. Okay, anyone else?
No, I'm just gonna sit up at the bow. Is that?
Bow of the front. Yep, you're sitting with the two gnomes.
Have a little listen in, see if they're talking about anything interesting.
They appear to be gossiping and flirting a small amount. Nothing too interesting.
all right.
Who, me?
This long rest. How long is it gonna last?
You'll be at this long rest for 8 hours, and from what if you've asked briefly from the captain, he's going to say they should arrive tomorrow evening in Norim.
How many hours is that?
Well, to be fair, you could spend your entire time on the boat if you want to copy spells.
Yeah.
So you've got 8 hours as it's coming to evening now, plus 16 hours tomorrow. So about 24 hours.
24 hours.
Yes.
So, and it's
Provided nothing interrupts you.
2 hours per level.
2 hours per level. At which
Okay.
point as well,
8.
who's sleeping on the deck?
I'm gonna learn
Morlun,
Skeletor and
Pan,
Sanctum.
and that's it. Oh, and Cutter, so I'll roll for him. I'm going to
Learning
need
Private Sanctum
passive perceptions.
first.
Okay, private sanctum first.
My passive's 14.
14, Morlun.
Not that high.
Okay, that's fine if it's lower. And
It's
Cutter,
8 plus wisdom or 10 plus wisdom?
10 plus wisdom.
12.
Oh, I got a natural 20 for my portent.
Nice. Put it in the other channel again, as always.
Oh,
And a
Handy to
15.
have.
Handy to have a guaranteed crit with something. Okay. So, with that, as the day passes on, the captain's going to say, we may come into some fog, but I can try to sail around it. It might add an hour or two to the journey. Mr. Morlun, what do you think?
I mean, are there any reefs or anything on this route that you need to avoid? Anything that the fog's going to make us, struggle to dodge?
No, we should be quite clear, but you never know what could be in there.
I'll take the risk.
is this after the long
Yes.
rest? This is happening.
This is during the long rest. He's currently sailing through the night.
See.
Okay. I'm going to have to zoom
Just
out.
keep the lanterns lit and we'll be all right.
Okay, removing some fog. And I know the captain is currently floating because I didn't do a small standing area, so I'm just going to pop him back there for now. I meant to do it. I didn't.
Like water skiing.
Didn't get round to it. These things happen. As he begins sailing through the fog, the limited visibility keeps things a little dark and unerring. As time goes by through the fog, you reach a point at which the waters and the waves sound calm and worryingly calm. After a few moments, you begin to see something in the mist and fog ahead.
Got gorillas.
Gorillas in the mist.
I mean, not quite in sea gorillas in the mist, maybe.
You get sea monkeys. Sea gorillas are far more dangerous.
the rare,
Oh, okay.
rare sea gorilla. In its natural habitat.
Sea.
See, exactly. The faint glow coming from a short way ahead appears to flicker in white, blue, and green. As time passes, you suddenly realize that the wind has stopped. The sails have gone slack, and there's nothing moving at all except those lights moving slowly towards you.
I'd like to try and listen and see if I can hear like boats coming towards us.
Okay, make a perception roll. If it's hearing based, you get advantage because you're a werewolf thing, don't you?
I do. That's the only reason I'm bothering, because I'm not good at it.
The way he's doing.
To be fair, this is how I found out how to get round dark vision.
So
Oh, you can't see through.
We are in the cabin, right?
You're in the cabin currently, so you don't know this is happening.
18.
You are going to hear something slowly lapping through the waves.
I will begin heading over to
It's coming towards you from the bow of the ship.
the bow of the ship. One will start heading up there and sort of nudge Mr. Pipes away and just go, I think we got company. Might be worth waking the rest. You got a horn you can sound or something?
I will have a go. He's going to blow on his panpipes, the high-pitched, screechy sound.
So,
That classic instrument of waking people up, the panpipes.
Some loud.
as the gnomes next to you go, what the fuck? We were asleep.
For it, see if they can actually do it. But
I said, I'm going to say the ones next to you are definitely going to hear it.
Okay.
Oh dear, roll to see if Minstrel and Pyre, if you come in above their passive perceptions, will say you've got it.
I'll roll performance. Shall I?
Yeah, that's fair.
18.
18. Is that above your passive perception, Pyre and Minstrel?
10, so yes.
10. You don't have perception as a skill, you're an elf.
Right, does
And if you're
the...
proficient as well, you get 4.
Shit, really?
So, wisdom modifier plus any proficiency onto 10 is your passive.
It's 10 plus whatever your perception bonus is.
Yeah.
Right,
And
is it including the proficiency bonus?
if you're proficient in perception, yes.
Yeah, 14.
14. Okay. So that still beats it. So he has managed to alert you. And Pyre, yours?
Less than that.
Less than that. So you can both have heard the blaring blast on this whistle, as has most of the
I'm going
crew.
to-
What's
And
going
Papa.
on? What's going on out here?
I'm going to pull Puck out of my pocket, and I'm
Okay.
going to tell Cutter, Cutter,
Cutter
get
is
inside that cabin
stumbling up.
and protect the old gnome in there.
Yes, sir, as he heads inside.
And I shut the door behind him.
What is the meaning of all this? Why have you woken us from our mighty slumber?
Look ahead. Whatever
So
those
I-
lights are, they're coming this way. And it's gone, well, still. Everything around us is still.
Minstrel lets out a scared little fart.
By the way,
That's the most wind we've had all day.
The captain appears to have fallen overboard.
The captain is up on his thing. I did mention it before. I forgot to do him a standing area. So I will have him come down onto the deck to speak to people. Okay.
My own
Back up.
dancing lights, I think.
Can I send Puck up into the sky and like maybe like fly around closer to these lights?
If he gets closer, he'll be able to see them better.
Yep.
Okay, so let's add Puck under Beast. He's an owl. I must have an owl piece. Here we go. So, as Puck flies over, I will give you control and reveal the vision he'll have as he goes. So do it like turn by turn. Okay, you should have control of the owl.
Okay, well, the first thing I'm going to do is
Okay, turn him to the right size, fine.
tiny, right?
Tiny is correct for now.
Okay,
Okay, so you're going to move to there.
scan this area.
So now I need to measure the size. 30.
Actually,
50
I'll go a bit more up.
Go a bit more up, okay. Okay, so from there, let's remove the fog in the appropriate size block. He's just going to be able to start seeing what appears to be the front of a very outdated boat, as well as a frontal mast.
Okay, I'm going to move to here.
Okay, everything from that way further is ocean, and he's just getting to the edge of that side there.
More up a bit.
Okay, so that's revealing to the back-ish area, so you can now see along the edge of the ship.
Alright. I'm going to go high, but over the boat.
High but over the boat. Okay, looking down, you can just about make out the deck.
Can I see anything on the deck?
Not at the moment.
Alright.
The lights also appear to have stopped as he's come towards it. I should
my piece
mention.
at the door. Sorry about that.
Go get that quickly. Well, anyone else who wants to grab a drink or anything, we've been playing an hour and a half. Do it now.
Mm-hmm.
I will, yes.
I've already got a drink. What if I want a drink in 5 minutes?
Well, get it now and have it ready.
It's next to me. I just don't want it yet.
Well, that's fine. You don't have to have it now. I'm just going to run and grab my bottle of drink because I finished my tea.
I am going to have a wee, however.
Oh, that's better. Okay.
I have returned.
Okay. So you say you were coming down towards the.
Yeah. How high up am I right now?
You're probably 30 feet above. No, 50 feet above is as high as you need to be to just about see the deck.
I'll go to 50 feet then.
Okay, so at 50 feet you can just make out the deck.
Okay, I'll go to 30 feet.
Is it still moving towards us?
It is still slowly coming towards you, but I can't obviously do that in the picture.
Yeah.
So, as you get into 30 feet above, for a moment, and only a moment, the green light is going to flash and then disappear, followed by the blue light, and again, and then the white.
So green, blue, blue, white.
I'm gonna get out of the bird and tell him to come back.
Okay, so you can bring the owl back to yourself, or I'll do it for you.
And then I'm gonna say there's ghosts on that boat. Green ones and blue ones and other ones. White ones. Hello?
Hello.
Interesting. Morland's just like, I will use my transformation.
Okay. As the
Make
boat now
sure-
comes,
Heard the word ghost and suddenly realises this is a good way for him to get back to his original age.
I mean, at that point, you can get closer. You don't have to be a 16-year-old kid anymore. Oh, dear. Okay. So, with that, I am now going to move them over to you, hopefully, if this works. No, I have to move it the other way around. Let's move that to the back. Change then to back. Now I should be able to start bringing it towards you. That's as close as I can get it. You get the idea. It's now just ahead of you. As in, jumping across sort of distance.
If it's within sight, Morlan will be over straight away.
I'm going to
Fair.
cast Majama.
Okay.
My Majama's on.
As Morlan touches down on the deck, are you flying over? Or?
Oh, I'm flying.
Okay. As you touch down on the... To be fair, you could have long jumped it, I think, to be fair, with your ridiculous...
Yeah, I think my long jump is well within range, but like...
You might as well fly where you got the chance.
Yeah, I think it's 20-something feet, my long jump, like...
Okay.
Run up and just... Whee!
Fair. So, as you land on the deck, 3 ghosts become visible to you. I shall finish off fog. So you can now see the whole area for the boat.
Are we allowed to move?
You are allowed to move for the moment. They haven't moved just yet. It's an interesting thing to note.
Morlan, just in his sort of slightly fuzzier and pointier wear form, is just sort of half crouching, ready to react. If any of them make a move towards me, I will swing at them, basically, as I'm kind of holding that attack.
Fair enough. The 2 gnomes have set defensive positions in front of the rest of the crew, allowing your members to pass. And for a moment, 2 of the ghosts are going to disappear. Before the front one is going to call out. By whistling loudly.
That's a ship's whistle.
But you're right with that.
Thank
Sorry, I
you,
had to
friends.
practice that one.
I want to retaliate with my panpipes.
Okay. And I know you don't actually have panpipes. You want to try and whistle
I
the
pull
tune
out
back?
my ocarina and go.
I say,
Well,
what
that's
tune
also
do you
one
want
of
to
those
play back?
disappeared into range that only dogs can hear.
Yeah, apparently so.
Yeah.
Dogs and ghost dogs.
Maybe I'll just performance roll it.
Fair enough.
Be on the safe side. Quite loud.
22. So what are you trying to play back to them?
Just copying it.
Okay.
Same sound.
As the notes play back, the ghost itself is going to disappear. Next.
Morlan's just like full alert, trying to keep an ear for anything around.
Next, the blue ghost is going to appear. This one looks thinner, leaner, and possibly slightly better dressed than the first. His visage is going to bow deeply to the floor before stepping 1 step forward. Anyone?
Is that all he does?
That's all he's done so far.
Morlan will take a step sort of forward to there.
Let's say you don't want to walk directly into the thing.
Yeah, walking around the mast, obviously. And sort of copy the bow, but without taking his eyes off the ghost.
Okay, so repeating that, you said you took a step forward and then bowed.
Yeah.
Okay. At which point the ghost is going to shriek loudly, and the other ones are going to reappear.
Did I get that back to front?
Yes, you did. Okay, so let's roll for initiative at that point as they begin screeching and pointing towards Morlan.
Yeah, what the hell is my initiative?
Okay.
Oof.
Oh, good.
I need to add everyone to the initiative.
Oh, fuck. Roll a 1.
Oh, God, we were not ready. We're not ready.
They're the ones who
That's
spiked
all.
up first.
Oh, dear.
Morlan is still confused, thinking he got it right. Like,
Just, you are so close.
Well, maybe Pan's only 5 foot tall, really, so maybe he can't quite see.
To be fair, you can all assume at this point you have a 50-foot sight radius. at most. So ranged attacks from longer than that are not going to be effective.
That is.
I'm going to do a
fine.
Legolas and just fire blindly into the sky.
What's the jump distance? It's the actual strength score.
Assume it's like 20 feet away just from the end of ours to that one because I couldn't move them
Yeah.
enough to get it there.
So 20 from there. That's,
Yeah, 20, so if you measure across, it's like 20 feet from there, from like the tip of the boat. So it's only 10 different than what it actually is, but
yeah.
Okay. So let's start adding initiative for the ghost. So if everyone can read out for me. Higher. He's muted, so I'll read his, that's fine.
17.
He got 17.
Minstrel.
8. A natural 8.
Actually, it's a dirty 8. You have +4 on that. So Ghost Sailor 1 gets +1, so he comes out to 9. Ghost Woman does markedly better and gets a 19. Ghost Pirate gets 13. Okay, so initiative for Morlan. 9.
Mine is 9.
And set initiative for Pan. Natural 1, so he goes on 1 to go dead last.
Got 3, but in that one.
Okay, so Saul is set state incapacitated because he's still asleep. The younger gnome is going to get a 15. The female gnome is going to get a 13. The captain, oh god, I'm going to consider them non-combatants and say they go at the end of the round. Cutter is going to get a total of 10. Good thing he's waiting in the back. So let's sort. And the owl, unless you want to put it back away. Bye. Do you want to put your owl away? Yes, okay. Owl is gone. Okay. So with that, we shall start the round. The ghost woman, who is going to begin by disappearing somewhere you can't see.
Thank God for that.
Yeah, not gone. Net. Pyre, you're up.
So it's 20 feet between
You 20 feet across to the other
what,
ship.
from
From
there? From
here.
Oh, from there?
Yeah.
But it's 20 feet on the map anyway.
Yeah, it's close enough. I think when I measured it, it came out to 25.
Oh, I see, right.
Yeah, just over.
Yeah, it's about right.
I mean, okay.
You can only see for 50 feet.
I see. I see.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Bonus action, click my heels.
Okay.
I mean, yeah. I don't.
Can you actually get across?
Anything I can do at all? Well, I mean, I can get across.
You just can't do anything from here.
Bonus action, click my heels. I'm going to run to here,
Okay.
and I'm going to cast greater invisibility on myself.
Okay. Change your state to invisible.
Oh.
Okay. Next. Phineas is going to take out his 2 daggers and take a defensive position here in front of the crew. Next, the pirate ghost you saw first with the whistle going to disappear through the... This time at least he's going to be close enough that Morlan's going to see what's happening. He's going to disappear under the floorboards of the deck.
Ah, crud.
Because, that's an option.
Stupid ghosts.
Okay. Next turn, Justine is going to ready her axe and once again keep a position ready to defend the crew. Cutter. Same thing, but protecting Saul. Morlin, your turn.
Finally. Perfect.
Just about.
Just about is all I need.
Fair enough.
I will. Yeah. Let's use. What the hell is the ability called? Crimson Right, that's it. Let's use my Crimson Right.
Oh, actually, I also need a wisdom save from you.
Oh,
Because you're now within sight range of it.
Oh shit, son.
that's fine. We have advantage on those from our Hero's Feast platter.
Yes, you do.
Would this by any chance be to resist being frightened condition, Craig?
Yes, it is.
We're immune to that.
Fair enough. You still have to roll it, unfortunately.
It's Hero's Feast. We're immune to frightened.
You're
17.
immune to 17. That's fine. I was going to say, you would be immune to frightened, but the other part of it would still take effect.
Fair.
So I still have to have you roll.
Reasonable. It's like,
Okay.
yeah, we're immune. Immune to being frightened.
Okay,
Hero's
fair enough.
Feast. It's broke.
You'll see the reason for it later.
Yeah, but they live long enough. Yep. So I will light up the demon's axe, as spitty and fiery as it is. I'm gonna add some lightning.
Ooh. Burning lightning.
As Morlin takes 2 damage.
That's not bad.
No.
As you see him run his hand up the blade and just go, my blood draws your blood. And then swing twice with the devil's axe.
Okay, make your attack rolls. I can imagine they're probably going to hit, to be fair.
I am at plus 11. 22.
That is a hit. To be fair, you could probably just roll the damage on one of these, but we'll let you roll the next one as well.
Oh no, let's do the damage on the first one, because then I can always, take the second one at the deck or something.
Fair. For something that's on fire, it's probably not a good idea. Firing lightning onto a boat is never a good idea.
Fun,
I
though.
have fire and lightning.
That's pretty much all he can do.
I
Fire.
have a wall of fire.
Don't do that on your own boat. The
Um,
other boat, yeah, maybe.
I'll do it on whatever boat I want to. Plenty of water around.
Yeah, I suppose. You look at it that way.
48 damage.
Okay. Yep, you just cleave this thing into the ethereal nothingness from whence it came.
Not taking any chances.
Straight away, just gone.
And I will take the second strike at the deck just to try and make a hole, see if I can see the other ghost beneath.
Fair enough. Okay, making attack roll against the deck. It's 10, actually. You can't get low enough even with a nat 1. 10 is the AC for the ship's deck, apparently, because I've just pulled that up quickly.
Yeah.
Okay,
30.
30. You bust a decent sized hole. I'm going to quickly show you the under part for where you'll be able to see. There are 2. This ship, I took the time to make 2 maps. So you can currently see about through there.
That's
You can't
fine.
currently see them in.
That is all I wanted. That's me.
Okay. Next up. Dead. Minstrel.
Yeah, I killed one that hadn't
Barely.
returned yet.
I am going to not do a lot because that's very far away.
To be fair, you can probably jump the thing with an athletics check at best.
Can I see any ghosts?
Not at the moment.
Did I witness Morlan savagely destroying that ghost?
Can't see.
No, it was out of your sight range, unfortunately, in the mist.
Okay. I'm
You can probably
going
just see
to.
little bursts of explosion and lightning as Morland's
Yeah,
axe
there's just fire and lightning going off in the shade, in the mist.
I'm going to turn around and look at the people on the boat and shrug my shoulders, and I'm going to give Mr. Pipes a D10 inspiration dice.
Thank you.
Bards inspiring bards. What does this world come to?
Okay, Mr. Pipes, you're up. That's like your.
Move to the end of the thing and is that 15 from there?
So, yeah, from the very edge, you could jump it. I'm sure you get a set one for being a satyr, don't you?
I can roll a D8,
And add it to the distance. That's what I thought.
add it on.
So you'll be able to jump that, I'm sure.
I mean, my normal distance is 6 feet.
Ooh. Okay. It's
Even
not
plus
quite
8,
that close.
even plus 8, I can't make it. So I think
Fair enough. Okay. As it turns out, no one in this party has any strength to make some jumps.
but
Apart from Morland, who can fly.
You could use the D10 inspiration, couldn't you?
To add
Not
to the
sh-
jump?
I don't
To add to an
know.
athletics check, yeah.
Athletics check, yes.
I did athletics, yeah.
So you can roll athletics as a bonus action, I want to say, as part of movement. So
None of your business.
You'd lose your bonus for the turn, but be able to get a better running jump.
I don't need to run.
Fair enough.
I can make standing jumps as if it was a running jump.
Oh, fair. I knew you got a bonus as a satyr.
Yeah, it's the Mistral Leaps thing.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure what I'm rolling.
Okay, so roll your athletics check.
It's-
I will set a distance, considering I figured this would be jumpable at this range.
I mean, my athletics is shite.
Fair enough.
You essentially jump a number of feet equal to the roll for a
Yeah.
jump.
You can add 1d8 to that. Plus the
That's just
20. Nat 20. So you can jump
Nice.
basically the entire way across if you want.
that'll count as my Mistral Leaps as well. Then yeah,
Fair.
I'll take that. Save that D10,
Okay.
and I can't move any further. I assume,
No, Pyre, stop moving. It's not your
and
turn.
I can't see Morlan yet, so I'm going to end my turn there.
Okay. So Saul, is this going to wake him up? Nope. He's still sleeping in the bunk. The captain is going to command the crew to stay away from the boat, and they are going to move their 15 feet movements back to the edge. He, on the other hand, is going to move slightly forward to try and keep an eye on what's happening. Now we come back to the top of the first turn. Okay, so with that, coming from under the deck of your own boat, you are going to see a glowing green woman pop up. So, Minstrel and Pyre both roll wisdom saves.
No, I don't want to.
Oh, glad I jumped ship.
You have advantage on the wisdom save.
You have advantage on the wisdom save, and the main effect can't actually hit you.
The frightened can't affect us.
14, that's a pass.
I am immortal.
Yeah,
You are a child.
he's already died. He's not immortal.
That is
Sorry,
a
leave that to
fail.
us. What, a 17 is a fail?
Oh, 17, sorry, I looked at the number. I looked at the dice roll thinking, yeah, no, never mind. 17 is a pass, yeah. That's fine, that can't affect you again. So with that,
Just say 14 is a pass, 17's a fail. 'Cause I don't like you.
yeah, no, sorry,
Yeah.
I read that
What-
wrong
What have you
completely.
done to piss Craig off?
I thought it was 11 to start with.
Pyre, have a charisma saving throw. Sorry, not con.
Oh. Bloody hell.
Yeah, there's a lot of saving throws with these guys.
Ghosts.
He's under
Yeah,
They
attack.
don't attack your physical form.
Yeah, they go for the brain.
Can this ghost see invisible things?
Yes, it can.
Great. It's like the only time I've ever used that spell.
Let's say ethereal sight.
He's not ethereal. He's just invisible.
Yeah, you need true sight to see invisible.
You need true sight or blind sight.
In
to
that
see
case, my apologies. Minstrel, you can make the save.
Oh, you motherfucker. Okay. To be fair, it's a charisma save.
You should pass this.
Yeah,
If you don't, this could be really interesting.
but he gets plus. 7.
ethereal sight would let you see stuff that's like using blink.
Fair. Okay, wrong one.
Yeah,
Okay, so yep, you've passed that, so that's fine.
Say,
In that case-
24, I hope so.
Yeah.
Fail.
And with that, it is going to just make a regular attack then.
Can't it run
Again.
through me instead?
No, I had that wrong. Different type of ghost.
Mm.
So I was using a different one. That is a 20 total
On me?
on you.
Cutting words.
Okay.
1.
Yeah, I need one.
Oh, you need one. Your DC is 20?
My
Your AC, sorry.
AC is 19.
Oh, no, you'd need 2.
Oh, need 2. I've got 6.
You got 6, you're fine. So it manages to pass a ghostly hand towards you and just fail. Okay, next. Fire.
Yeah. It is my turn. Do I get any kind of advantage jumping over with my boots of speed?
Since you're hasted, I'll say yes, because that is part of haste, isn't it?
Well, it's
Oh,
not
no,
haste.
it's only double movement speed for your ones, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not the hasting. Yeah, I'll say you can have an advantage on the athletics roll.
I'll keep that in consideration, but for now I want to fire a level 6 Scorching Raymond in radiant damage.
Okay. I would say this might be overkill, but go for it. Make your attack rolls.
Oh. Yes.
All but one hit,
Oh.
which is the nat 1.
If he can't see him, doesn't he get advantage?
That is a good point. You can re-roll, just re-roll the last one. It's the only one that missed, unless you want to try for criticals. Re-roll 6 more.
Oh my god.
Yeah, advantage, maybe.
This is what the advantage of greater invisibility.
Okay.
Oh,
No criticals, but they all hit.
And with a nat 20? Oh no, I'm looking.
No nat 20 is unnatural. You've made the opposite mistake I made before.
So that's 12d6. Oh,
12d6. Radiant.
Seeing as Morland did about 40 something and it died, that's probably.
Probably going to do it. Yeah, there we go. 46.
there you go.
Oh, that was not a high roll.
Mm.
It was quite a high roll.
I don't know. It's about a mid roll.
Yeah, I was going to say the number of 2s there, 4 of them.
4 2s, but 2 6s and 4 5s. So it's like about
Yeah,
middling.
Too, so
So that is a kill as this one just gets sunlighted into freaking destruction. Just burns away.
all right. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna jump
Okay, make an athletics check.
Oh, don't.
with advantage,
Worst case scenario, Morland will pick you out of the water in a minute.
or I could just
Misty
use
Step
my
or something.
spells.
Yeah, you have many spells.
I would jump off a ledge, dive down, rescue him, cradle him in my arms as I dimension door him to safety.
In fact,
If only he wasn't invisible and we couldn't see where he fell.
Yeah.
I'm a
Good
fucking
point.
wizard. I'm just
Can't
gonna
see him.
wait. What is the distance of Misty Step? 30
Yeah.
feet, right?
Yeah, I think it's 30 or 50 feet Misty Step, one of the two.
Oh god, how much am I? So I was standing there. I moved 20, and then I jumped.
30 feet, you're fine, yeah.
So I've got another 40 feet of movement, right?
Yep.
Oh,
Can't.
I can't see the other ghost.
Can't currently see the other ghost.
All right, I'm gonna go there.
Okay.
And I'm going to do a little standing jump and billow my cloak, so I like come down a little bit slower, but no one can see.
Okay.
You just have to
Become-
believe that's what I'm doing.
I think Pan can see you and Morland just about as he looks back.
Really? They can...
Invisible. Really?
30. Oh no, you're invisible. Yeah. Sorry, I forgot about invisible. I was thinking the fog thing.
Just
How
felt
do
a
you
whoosh of
relate-
air past Pan.
No, you came to.
Pardon?
Okay, so with that, Phineas is going to relax slightly, having seen one of these things just get roasted by sunlight. And we now come to the next ghost turn, who is going to pop up out of the deck about here.
About where?
Pan, your turn for a wisdom throw. And Pyre again, because it's a different ghost.
Wisdom.
Oh.
Flat.
With advantage.
Oh yeah, it's true.
Find my other roll. Where is it? There it is.
Pass for Pyre. Ooh!
Fail.
Yeah, big fail. I need you to roll a d4 for me, Pan.
Oh no. Mr.
Close.
I roll 1d4.
Roll.
Roll.
4.
4.
Roll.
Pan, you have aged 40 years.
Oof.
Oh!
I'm an old man. Actually,
I don't know how long freaking satyrs live, but you might want to check that.
I don't know, but he's 73 now. So
I'm going to have a quick look.
I've got the page open. So
Live to be 500.
Oh, thank God. So he hasn't really aged all that
they
much.
mature and age around the same rate as humans.
So you become an adult about 18. But
Now you become an adult at 50.
I'm just
Are you sure?
no, mature and age about the same rate as humans. He is right. So you are suddenly an old man.
Hmm.
You are now an old man, satyr.
Ah,
That was
Well,
an
surely if they live up
ouch.
to 500 years, he's not going to be
No, no,
old,
that-
old. But
I'll say that was the
They
wrong
don't go up to
person.
500 years. Chris,
but
Yeah.
maturing
The
at
new
the same
version-
rate as humans
No,
is you
no.
become an adult at, like, you're fully grown at 18, but you just then live in that
They-
I'm an
they- it now
adult
says-
phase for a lot
I
longer.
was gonna say, the new version of satyr now says satyrs mature and age at the same rate as human.
Ah, fair. So they just get
I was
older and
about-
older and older.
yeah,
Yeah.
it does say 5e, 500 years, but it's not on
Chris
the
was deliberately
I'm on.
lying to
I was going to say, you've got the book there, don't you?
Yeah, I'm on a stupid homebrew page of the DM wiki.
I was going to
Uh,
say, and you've got my Mythic Odyssey of Theros. It's in there if you need to check it.
Yeah, it is somewhere. I'll put it
So,
down.
whilst we run through the rest of the turns, we'll quickly go through. So that-
should just kick Chris from the guild, to be honest.
But yeah, well, it's not my turn for a while anyway. So
Yeah, no.
I'll hang on.
As you come to terms with your new age,
Just he is
figure
going-
out exactly what that means to you.
Exactly. This is why I need more people to be regularized. Cutter's going to be waiting. Morlin, your turn. He is
Morlin seeing
just in
His-
sight line.
cool. To be fair, if he's not in sight, I can't move to him. If he's in sight, I can basically move to him.
You are. He is just at the edge of your sight.
Oh, and yeah,
That is
in the book, it does
all
say-
I need.
So
What,
in the
Matt?
book it says.
in the book, it does say at the same. They mature and age at the same rate as humans.
Yeah,
so
I've
you
just
live
seen
a
that as
human
well.
lifespan, that means, I'm assuming.
Yeah, still alive but old.
He's old. Doris has got a friend.
Yeah. About the same age, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, equivalent ages, but
Hmm.
Did I just accidentally delete Pyre?
no, you're still there. You're under the invisible thing. You're the
22.
red diamond. 22 is a hit. To be fair, your plus is the armor class. Ooh, it doesn't kill it the first time.
Shame.
Close.
Can you make me visible to players again? I think
You turned off your visibility to
I was
players.
messing about in the config, and then he just
Oh.
disappeared.
Fair enough.
Morlin commits brutal ghost murder.
Yeah, basically. First swing just sort of tears a hole through the middle as it reconstitutes, just bring one straight down. Fire and lightning sparking off the gigantic demonic axe.
Just
Just
looking towards
tearing
Mr.
this
Pipes
thing
and his,
into the
grey hair now. It's like, you okay, Mr. Pipes?
Doesn't sound very... Oh dear.
Morlin will just shout over, anybody got a cleric?
Of the adventurers. We can wake Saul up in a minute.
That'd be real helpful.
Fair enough.
I embrace my age.
You're just going to go with it. Okay, the time. Ooh. Bother. Yeah, they're not going to be as helpful as we'd hoped for getting rid of that. They aren't leveled for
They don't have a third level spell slot.
greater restoration. Is it third level?
Oh, is it only greater?
Only greater.
I stand corrected. It's 5th level then.
I was going to say. Yeah, they're only level 6s.
My apologies. I thought it was lesser restoration that could get rid of it.
Yeah, I was going to say no.
Depends on the ghost.
Depends on the ghost. This is the one from the standard best.
If memory serves, and I will.
You
Morland will
24
roll
hours.
Morland will roll a check to know that in character
I
because
was going to say you're a monster hunter. I'll say you know that one.
yeah. Let's say it's the sort of thing that Morland would probably at least have a good shot at knowing.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, so with that, combat can end. I shall clean the ghost pieces up as they just disappear to nothing.
They do when I'm finished with them.
I think Pyre had the same idea, to be fair.
Mm.
Okay, you two are currently on the very dilapidated and worn-out looking ghost ship.
Oh, am I? Okay. Oh, no.
I'll say you were still over there as well.
The three
You
of us.
are
Yeah.
invisible.
I was, yeah.
I was gonna say, the
Mr.
captain
Pipes, you want to have a quick look for any interesting stuff?
Oh, what a good idea.
Certainly.
No, it just turns round and there's Pyre behind him, like invisible still.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry about that.
The
Yes.
fog is going to begin lifting at this point, so you can now see across to the other boat. However, you still notice there's no wind.
Well, just wave and go. Doesn't seem to be any more ghosts. We're going to have a look around, see if there's something. Stopping
yeah,
the
you can
wind.
just go straight down.
I'll have a look.
That's fine, I can drop you straight down.
I'll just use my cantrip and I'll put some dancing lights in there.
Doing it
that's
one,
great.
two,
I don't
three.
understand.
Okay, so there's two holes which are actually just the regular entrance, and Morland just smashed a hole through the deck.
Oh, okay.
Howdy.
So dropping you straight into there. Did you want to go in? Was it lit up?
Yeah, Morland will
Fine.
head down with him.
Fire, you're going to come in that side. That's the one. Okay, clearing fog.
Loading.
Some
Loading.
dancing lights, 10-foot radius.
This is what you can currently see. You're in a small hold. There do appear to be two torches burning with blue light. Something down here feels uneasy. Minstrel, what are you doing?
I'm wondering where everyone went.
I did shout across.
Yeah, he did tell you.
I am consoling a very distraught Justine.
Sure. Okay. She's stood around for like a minute and just seen something happen on the other boat without much.
To be fair,
happening.
we also shouted that we need the cleric.
This is true. So she will be
Right.
heading up in a minute to fetch Saul.
Better call Saul.
Craig,
Yes.
is this Bert 100 years old?
Yes, it is.
Oh. You know what that means, don't you?
Yes, it was originally built as a sailing vessel. You may have guessed.
What?
And it was constructed by humans. So, did you really need to ask the purpose of a boat?
I guess
You could have got if it was a merchant boat or a slave boat or a.
slave ship.
I was going to say, it has been both of those things.
I guess also it's technically an item, so I can tell how much it's worth.
If it was in its current state, which is kind of run down and terrible, it's probably good as scrap wood. So maybe 500 gold in scrap wood.
Quite a lot.
Not bad.
Right. Is Mary Banalo strong enough to pry open one of these boxes?
He is probably because they're just sealed and quite broken down boxes.
Where's
Morland's
Pyre?
just looking over and was like, Mr. Pipes,
Yes.
I don't really know all that much about magic. What is the deal with the blue torches? trap, spell, what?
I don't know.
See him and not me. I'm the best magistician in the land.
I can't see.
Sorry,
you.
Pyre, I keep forgetting you're here. You're invisible.
No, I uninvisible myself up on the deck.
Oh, sorry.
I can't see his player.
Where are you? As I said, we can't see you.
Token. Yeah. Token's invisible.
Oh, for God's sake! Again, Pyre.
No, I can see me.
Yeah, we
Oh,
can.
yeah,
There we go. Oh, okay. That's better.
I get it.
Then yes. Yeah, you two.
Yes.
You both. Magic-y people of your own ilks.
Sorts.
Can I do
One
Arcana?
book learning.
Arcana check?
Certainly.
Arcana check?
If you could read the result out for me, I'm just setting up the next bit.
Yes, it was a natural 20.
Nice try.
A natural 12 plus 9, which is a unnatural 21.
Fair enough. So with 21, the blue torches are reacting to some form of spiritual magic affecting this place. Probably something to do with the wind,
It
which has
appears
currently stopped.
there is some kind of ghostly undead wind coming from somewhere that's affecting the torches. Other than that, they appear to be normal torches.
Okay, so they're linked to the fact that there's no wind.
Yes.
Are they going to hurt us? Do you okay. I was
Can we-
more than like make sure they're not going to blow fireballs out at him. But Fire walks up.
Can we douse them?
I mean, I assume I have to be next to them to Arcana them.
Yeah, so you're standing next to one, so it's not done anything to you straight away.
Which is small and will approach the other one.
Who was opening the box, by the way? Was it Barry Manilow?
Mary Bannerlow.
I was going to
Can
have
he-
one as well.
You're a correct one as well. Okay, I'll have a con save from you then, Pan, because I don't think Mary Banlow...
Mary Banlow does technically have HP.
Oh, fair. He needs to roll a con save as well.
What's my con?
Let me just look him up then.
He has 10 in all stats.
Fair.
So it's just a flat roll,
Ah,
if memory serves. It's
Yeah.
sad if I can remember that much off the top of my head.
oh,
+1 for me, so it's not. Nope. Oh, same roll.
Nope. Okay, you are both considered poisoned.
We're immune currently, aren't we? Is that-
You
Uh,
are
yes.
poisoned. Barry Manilow is not.
Oh, yeah.
Mary
Oh,
Banlow, correct. So he is unfortunately going to disappear at this point.
Does he take any damage?
In 6 seconds, he will. Once a round for the next 10 rounds. That's what I've got here.
Fair.
It's 1d4, so it's not a lot of damage.
He only has 1 HP.
Yeah, he only has 1 HP. So he's got 6 seconds to live.
okay.
That's fair
It's
enough.
nice knowing you, Mary Bannerlow.
As brown
I'll get you back
brown
to
mold spores puff out of the opened crates as they come out.
Jesus.
Actually, how long have we got left on the immunity?
24
Until it's 24 hours. So basically, as long as we have breakfast off that platter every day, we're golden.
Actually, speaking of, it was a new day. You didn't have breakfast.
We had that 8 hours
no,
ago.
you said,
You said that-
interrupt the long
No.
rest.
8 hours long
Yeah.
rest. So I wouldn't have gone yet. Yeah, that's true.
So we did have the long rest.
Well,
yeah,
no, you're mid long rest.
No, you guys had a long rest when the next day was when you were sailing into the fog. So the long rest would have finished during that.
Oh, then we'd have had breakfast off it, I assume.
Yeah, we'll assume you've done that and just gone back to
No,
your
hold
separate
on, I'm
place.
confused because we got on the
Mm.
boat and then we were going to have a long rest, and you
Yeah.
said that it was interrupted.
Yeah, you said this was the middle of the
I
night
said,
and during
unless
the long
something
rest.
interrupts it, you've got 24 hours.
You, I
When
definitely
Pyre was
remember you saying
inquiring about the full time.
because otherwise I would.
Yeah, but you said
my portal.
Yes, you were interrupted asking if you wanted to sail into the fog.
I see.
yeah. I thought that was what was interrupting it, like
That-
interrupting the long rest.
No, that then took some time, so you would have finished.
Oh, right. So that was our mistake.
Because
I
you
said we
still have to
thought that was
sail
all at the
into
same
the fog.
time.
Oh,
Yeah, no, you didn't just
I've used my
turn
natural
into
20.
it instantly.
I suppose that would have been a waste.
Yeah.
That's fine. Okay, so that's fine. You still have the natural 20 to use. So at this point, what are we doing with the torches?
Uh,
So really, you were there last.
Is there anything past them? Can we see anything past?
The boxes which are stacked up do appear to be blocking something.
Morlan will float up with his winged boots and look
You
over.
do not have the headspace to do that.
Oh, they're stacked to the ceiling.
They're stacked to the ceiling. That's what the one on top of the other was supposed to represent. They're blocking
Sorry, yeah,
something
yeah.
off.
Morlan will just move a box, I suppose. So
How
it
tall's the room?
literally cannot be that heavy.
Sorry?
How tall's the room we're in?
It's literally about 10, maybe 8 feet at most.
Okay.
Yeah, Morland will just move a box because
Yeah.
it's Morland and he can.
Moving a 4-foot box is just pushing it to the side. Okay.
Could be a 4-foot box full of bricks and it still wouldn't be a challenge.
Okay, as you begin moving the box, you're going to hear something move on the far side, and I'm going to reveal a section to give you a chance to stop. If that makes any sense.
Okay.
Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Does it sound large?
It's pretty big. You can see a wing move very quickly as you begin moving the box and can see a small distance into the room.
What's going in there? What's in there? Morland?
So, Pedrig.
Looks like something big. Do we want to get everybody else before we go for this? By which I mean minstrel.
Yes.
Yes, I'll send Puck.
Okay, the owl is going to come. I have the owl tucked away somewhere. Pest and
No, I
minstrel.
had the owl tucked away
There you go.
in my
There we
map.
go.
Go for a wee. Quick.
Fair
In
enough.
his pocket dimension.
Yes, as it flies out and then goes to pest and minstrel.
Prison pocket dimension.
Prison pocket.
His Pokeball.
They are going to head inside to try and rouse Saul, who is now going to be awake. Okay. So, with that, yeah, what do you want to do? Do you want to keep moving the box once minstrel? Are you?
Yeah, I'll wait for
No.
minstrel to.
The bird obviously approaches me, and I look. What's that, lassie? Little Tim stuck down a well. I'll be right there.
I
And
think
Close
by
enough.
now you've been travelling with me long enough to know that when Puck turns up and starts gesticulating his wings at you, it means I want you to come to me.
I do a running jump.
Athletics check.
Yes, sir.
Can
Mate,
this be Puck's
shit.
portrait?
Can I do a backflip
Oh.
instead? Or a
No,
forward
backflip,
flip? I want to
backflip
use
isn't for
acrobatics.
distance, it's for just showing off.
Damn it. This might be a drowned minstrel. Let's
It's a
find out.
running jump, so I think you get, what, double your
1d20.
strength if it's a running jump?
Can't you
That's
teleport?
free.
Don't you have a ring of teleporting?
Yeah, but I've committed to the jump.
To be fair, if you get halfway and feel like you're not going to make it, just teleport. 11. So that is 11 feet plus doubled is running 22. You're just going to make it.
Heck.
I need to do some more glute exercises.
It's the same owl I had, Dottie.
And then
Oh,
I'm going to run over and join the others.
Fair
I
enough.
can't find him. Where is he?
What's happening? What's
Well,
going on here?
You're going to put him away in a second, I'm sure. So, as something is moving that is long and creepy as hell sounding inside this room,
Morland just holds a finger up to his lips and just goes, "Quiet. Don't think it knows we're here yet."
Well, I see. If that's the case, let me play you a tune to inspire you. No. But what is it?
Dunno. Looks snaky with wings, maybe. Could be a little dragon.
Sea gorilla.
Could be a sea gorilla. I've heard of those.
Oh no.
I take my bow out and stand back here.
fair enough.
Hands trying to have a little closer look.
Why don't you take your Vorpal sword out
Make
and go
a
chop his head off with
perception
a
check.
crit?
Oh, have you, do you still have that crit?
Yes, he does.
I put my bow away and take out my sword.
Fair enough. I'm just going to show you the image so you can now see as it's moving around. You've got a rough idea of what it looks like from there.
I can't really see past Morland, I guess.
It's got someone's hat in its mouth.
Duck.
It's got a hat in its mouth?
Yeah,
I don't remember that.
it looks like a hat in its mouth. to me.
Morland. I think on the count of 3, you should move the box and I'll just run in and save the day as I always do.
I've got a good idea. On the count of 3, I'll throw the box at it.
I mean, you can certainly have a go. I will
I
be
think you'll find Morland can throw the box at it.
No, he can throw the box. It's still going to be an attack roll,
Oh, yeah.
and it's going to be improvised weapons, so strength plus no proficiency.
That's fine.
Okay, so make your attack. Make your attack roll on the count of 3, and I will let this run as a surprise round.
Don't we get to prepare?
Can I bardically inspire him?
This is the surprise round, so you can do whatever you want for the moment.
Yeah, I'll haste him. I'll haste
Oh,
Morlan.
Okay, so that's fine. Oh,
My
that
sword
just
in
doesn't
hands.
do anything.
I'll save my bardic. Probably don't need it.
Give it to Chris, so he. Oh no! Wait,
Yeah, give it.
because I'm gonna.
say he's going to use the portent.
Yeah, 20 anyway.
To be fair, the haste might be excessive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll be fine.
I mean, it's a level 3 spell slot. Trust me, I've got many spells.
Morland will take it. Like it means he can go in with the axe as well.
Fair enough. Okay, so you prepare to throw the box, grabbing the edge and digging in some claws, getting ready
Yep.
to throw it.
So I'll grab the one in front of Minstrel there
Fair enough.
and
So then-
literally side swing it into this thing.
Fair enough. Okay, so roll and make an attack roll.
Cool.
Improvised weapon stats.
18.
18! Damn, I forgot you have a ludicrous strength.
Howdy, I'm Morland.
Fair
This is
enough.
what I do.
Yes.
This is what I
Also,
do.
revealing the
Yeet.
rest of the room. The creature's probably about 8 feet long. Terrifying wings, large serpentine stroke chickeny head.
Does it have to make a poison save as the box explodes and mushroom spores hit it?
It is not affected by poison. You'll be very worried to know. However,
It's fine.
as the
I'm going to
mushroom
use
spores
my other
spread
action
into
and
the
movement if
air.
I can.
yeah, I'll say you can use the other action from where you are if you want to. As the mushroom spores spread into the air and settle on everything, I'm going to
It's
say
fine.
be careful.
We're all immune to poison.
That's not
Hmm.
the issue. But
It's
you'll
fine.
work this one out. I gave you a warning.
Pyre does prefer treasure over burning ships, so I'll take the treasure out before I burn the ship.
Fair enough. The spores are currently settled everywhere inside the back chamber of this ship.
That's fine. Morlan will take. Do I just have like a normal javelin, or I only got the flaming javelins?
I think you only had the flaming ones.
I'm just looking at like my starting equipment to see if I have anything like basic left.
Fair enough.
I don't. So, can I just move in and hit it?
Yeah, I'll say you can make one quick attack, and Minstrel, you can do the same. Because you were waiting for this as well as an ambush round. Anyone else? You got an action?
Yep. So
Haste.
Move into view.
Morlan.
You used haste on Morlan as he went in.
So obviously, Minstrel's going to get a natural 20.
Okay.
I rolled a
Nat
natural
20.
19.
Okay, so the natural 20 for Minstrel is going to do additional damage only. Its head is not relevant to its life, apparently. I am just currently checking.
Uh-oh, Minstrel's dead.
49 damage.
That, on the other hand, is relevant.
Howdy,
Yeah.
I'm Morlan.
oh shit! I haven't done this in so long.
Yeah, Mitchell's forgotten how to use a sword.
It's been a while, okay?
He did die.
I like that Minstrel has a
Well-
higher armor class than I do.
3, and then plus my proficiency, which is 4,
Don't forget to double the dice.
6. Wait, that's
Not
wrong.
with the Vorpal. The Vorpal's a flat bonus. So you
Fair.
He already doubles the regular attack damage.
Okay.
1d6 plus 6, is it? So it's
So
plus
you're
3
short
to
score?
damage rolls, plus proficiency. Is it?
I will double check the Vorpal's damage for you on the spell.
Yeah. I think.
So it's okay. So that's your basic damage is 22 if it's doubled, and now you need to roll 68 slashing damage. Wow. Okay, 17. So 39 on top. Okay.
Not too bad. It just took like
And
90 points of damage.
my bonus action, I'm going to teleport 20 feet back.
Okay. So with that, we'll have initiative rolls.
Oh, god damn it. How much damage did I do with the box, by the way?
Oh yeah, roll 1d2 plus strength.
D2, it's like D6 for improvised weapons.
Only if you have the feet. If not, it counts as an unarmed strike.
I threw a box at it.
Still counts as an unarmed strike in the damage, as I understand it.
You have a +8 strength to add. But
Yeah, I do. I've got +8 to add to it. So
that's at least
It's a minimum of 9, maximum of 10.
10 damage.
nice. That's a hard throw.
I'm wearing a belt of fire giant strength. It's the only reason I can do anything.
Yeah. If that
Well,
ever...
you can set your own initiative if you want to save Craig time.
Oh, that'd be very nice.
If you right click and click set
I don't want
initiative,
to.
then set
That's
initiative.
So 10
Ah,
for
funky.
Minstrel. Mr. Pipes gets 6.
Morlan also got 6.
And the creature totals at 20.
Jesus.
Cheater. He's a cheater.
We're all really shit at
You really did
initiative.
not roll well here. Okay, so the first turn is...
The sequel.
Yeah, I can't spell
What are you trying to spell?
Quetzalcoatl.
There's a Z in it. I know that much.
Fair enough.
It's Quetzalcoatl.
I actually have it next to me as well, and I still got it really badly wrong. So we'll just leave that alone, shall we?
Yeah, we know what it is.
Call it Thunder Lizard and not
I
a
think so.
chicken. I say Quetzalcoatl is like a lightning lizard.
Yeah, I will edit the name. It's
No, I suppose at the moment it doesn't have a head, does it?
there we go. That'll do.
True. That's fine. Undead Sperentine monster.
Oh, shut up! So close.
Berentine. I like that word.
To be fair, I like Sperentine. I'm
Quarantine is fine. It can remain later.
That sounds a bit like a drink, like Ovaltine or something.
I do like Ovaltine.
I'll have a Shirley Temple and a Sperentine.
Okay, I'm going to say it's lost its bite attack, which is good news for you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Meh. Morlan
You'd
will take it.
You'd be surprised.
I don't like to rule lawyer, but if you say it turns to Morlan and bites him, I will ask a few questions.
Yeah, no, I'm it will have lost its bite attack.
It gums at him with his soft stump.
Bloody stump. Yeah.
No, so it's going to have to use its constrict attack against Morlan. So,
Go
Morlan,
for it.
against your AC, how
It
does...
probably hits.
Yeah, I was going to say 25.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I think I've got one of the lowest ACs in the party.
Weird. I will need a strength saving throw.
That I got.
Okay, DC 20.
Eh.
You'll take damage regardless, but you'll get out if you don't.
22.
22, so you just get out. Okay.
I do have a +10 to my strength save.
Yeah, you didn't beat it by much considering.
It's 50-50 odds, basically.
Okay, so you take 12, 19 points of bludgeoning damage as it coils around you before you manage to
Do you round up or round down for halving?
round down unless specified otherwise. It's the new rule they added in Tasha's.
Cool. I take 9 damage because I'm in my were form and I take half bludgeoning damage.
Fair.
Howdy.
It's a good system.
Oh, yeah. Morlan is built to just stand here and beat you.
Fair. Minstrel, your turn.
Hey. Is it an action to swap to my No,
No,
I
it's
won't.
an item
Won't-
interaction, so you can switch to the way.
Won't do that. That would be. I've got a feeling these spores are probably flammable, so a burning longbow is not the thing to use here.
Well, my axe didn't set them off.
Interesting. I forgot about the axe's fire damage.
Oh, what have you done?
Oh
Okay.
no!
That will come up next turn. I will say, if you miss at all, it's going to be a problem.
I don't miss.
I'm going to look around the room very quickly, and then I'm going. Oh, I can't do that. Duh. I'm going to conjure 8. What? No.
Against one
Conjure
thing,
Conjure Fey. To be fair, you took its head off and it's still going. Do what you want.
it's a fair point.
That's taken a bit of a beating already. That's still alright.
Shit. What can I do? I'm going to cast Irresistible Dance.
I need to check something.
Does it dance?
No, does
Dance casted by the irresistible Dunce. Oh,
okay. It's Otto's irresistible dance, isn't it? So I can just type Otto to
Yes.
find it nice and easy. Okay, you have wasted a spell.
Yeah, I just looked it up and went, shit, probably immune to charmed.
Charmed, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, it has no head to hear your beautiful song.
That isn't a requirement.
I look at it and I start dancing in place.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
Trying to coax it into dancing. Because there's actually fuck all I can do at the moment.
you always end up saying that whenever we're in combat.
I don't want to set fire to the building. Everything I've got's fire.
I think I feel.
Just stab it with your sword.
With my bonus action, I give Morlan a D10.
Thank
Fair
you.
enough.
Just to make sure that the axe doesn't miss.
Fair enough. Mr. Pipes.
Yeah. I'm going to use Synaptic Static.
Ooh. I need to check that one because I don't know what it does.
That's a
20-foot
horrifying spell.
20-foot radius. If on a point I choose.
Okay. So you found where you can cast it to not catch Morland. Well done.
Each creature in the sphere has to make an intelligence save.
Okay. Intelligence save.
Does it fail because it hasn't got a brain?
Interestingly, no. It probably fails because it's got a 13.
You got 13.
Yeah.
It's a fail then. So it takes psychic damage.
Resistant 2 and immune 2. Nope, can take psychic.
And it has muddled thoughts for
For
1 minute. So it rolls a d6 and subtracts that from all attack and ability checks, as well as constitution saving throws to maintain concentration, etc.
Okay.
That's the damage, the psychic.
It's a great. Synaptic Static's a dirty spell if you get like a cluster of spellcasters.
I can only do one, but still.
Yeah, but like it's a good spell.
I like
Okay.
it.
Okay,
I
next.
suppose on that, I'll end.
You can still do anything else you want to. Or you can.
No, I'm safe. Yeah, cool.
Okay, Morlan, your turn.
Time to unload 3 attacks into this thing, I suppose.
Okay, go for it.
Oh dear. The chance of you missing is quite high.
Nah, I've got the Bardic Inspiration if I get stuck.
Uh-oh.
What?
I'm nervous.
He knows it. Oh,
17. Does
That
a
is a miss.
17? I'm going to add my.
Wait, 17's a miss.
a 17 is a miss.
Adding my Bardic Inspiration for a 21.
That is a hit.
Oh.
48 damage.
Uh-oh.
Okay, still alive. Not by much. $13 is a miss.
Jesus!
You've had some bad rolls there.
I've had some horrendous rolls.
So as you swing the axe the first time and catch it going up, you swing it down the second time, and hang on, let's get the paint function.
Oh, God.
As you catch it into the mold to your, I'm going to say south because it makes life easy for me.
Mm-hmm.
The mold begins expanding, covering up a fair portion of the chest. As
Well,
the fire
That's a
incinerates
problem
it.
for later.
You're in luck.
24.
24 is a hit.
Violent murder.
Violent murder it is. Yes, and that's going to have killed it. 'Cause
Excellent.
that's a
Right.
lot of damage.
I want to run into the room as soon as the thing dies and see the fire. And whilst saying, "Oh, it's fascinating, I love it," but I suppose I should put it out. Morland, out of the way!
Morland will just jump, like hasted, jump out the way very quickly.
It's not a fire burning in the room. Where the fire touched the mold expanded. It is a type of brown mold, which is known to do this.
Oh, sorry, that's more Minstrel's area of expertise.
I was going to say, getting a fungal infection, it definitely sounds about right.
By the looks of that stuff growing, it looks like we better strike while the bug is close. Let's get out.
Well,
So-
what about all this treasure?
And this other chest.
That's what I said.
Oh,
Let's
it's
get
stuck
and
up
get
in the
out.
monster.
I was going to say, Morland, you want to drag the other chest out with you?
Oh yeah.
You can take.
Like
you can-
if the two chests don't weigh over 600 pounds, I will bring them both.
you are make a strength check to try and pull the other one out of the mold, which is currently engrossing all the way halfway over it.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
No, I won't excuse you.
18.
18, you're going to get it loose and begin pulling it out. You're still going to take a fair amount of the mold with you, but you're going to be able to pull the two of them out. So,
Can
as
I just take, if I took my glaive out and cut the mold off?
it's pretty horrible stuff, but it's attached to what's inside the chest as well. So you
I
can.
just want to trim as much off as I can.
Can
Fair
I use mending?
To remove the mold? No.
Oh,
Can I use my stirring stick that makes things cold on the mold?
This does make it appear to die as it turns
Ooh.
black.
Ha Minstrel, you genius!
In tiny areas where it touches, because it's a really small effect.
Can I use?
A certain bard here was just given an icy sword. Might speed this up.
Yeah, Mr. Pipes, the cold seems to bother it. You're up.
I have a go then. I've dabbed my rapier into the goo. I'm stuck behind the monster now, but
It's fine.
Just
If you erase,
let them both and drag.
No, it's fine. I'll take it off the map. It's fine. You know where it was and what it was. Okay. As you touch it across the ice mold rapier across the mold, it does appear to disintegrate and die, just laying to black lumps on top of the chest.
Anybody got any water or something we can wash this stuff off? I don't really want it back on the other ship.
that'd be
Of course,
Mr. Magic
I
Man.
have a magic wellstone. Well.
So surprisingly useful. You begin channeling magic through it and pouring water over the entire thing, I assume, just to try and flush as much of this off as possible.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Normally I'd have Mary do this, obviously, but that bastard killed him.
What? The fungus killed him.
Bastard fungus.
So, hang on a minute. You nearly lost
Wait,
Puck
so
to
my
the
cone of
goatee.
cold
Got
that I was going to put the fire out with would have worked.
your cone of cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have worked on the fungus too. I just wanted to point out it wasn't fire. Also, you were firing cone of cold?
As a fire extinguisher,
I did tell him to get out of the way.
cone of cold is a perfect fire extinguisher.
Fair enough. Okay. So you drag the chests out now back onto the main deck. I'm not obviously able to move them, but I will move the rest of you guys back onto the deck.
That is fine.
And as you notice as you're leaving the room, the two torches are now burning yellow.
Cool. Is there wind as we get outside now?
As you get out onto the deck, you can feel a breeze starting to blow.
Cool. I think we fixed that. Might I suggest we get rid of this horrible fungus-filled ship?
Oh, I can take care of that for you.
Let's do it from back on the other deck, shall we?
Are you sure fire's such a good idea? I've got experiences with uncontrollable growths in the ocean while on board ships.
Yes, well, I don't want to hear about your sexual exploits right now, thank you.
No, Pyre, you misunderstand. We sunk 2 ships by mistake once, by covering a mile radius in flowers and setting them ablaze.
Oh my god, you are an idiot, aren't you?
It was not I, it was my mighty cook, Rambler, and I
Oh.
shan't have you besmirch his good name, sir.
He sounds like a...
Maybe we poke some holes in the bottom of it and let it sink.
I cast Fireball.
Okay, as soon as you're on the other ship, fireball.
Or that works.
As the top layer of the deck begins burning away, you can see the sails begin to crash through. As they do, there is now a large lump forming in the middle of the ocean where the combination of the burning wood and the heat and everything else has created what appears to be a 70 or 80 foot sphere of brown mold. You are just outside of as your ship now gets blown gently away.
Is it on fire?
The mold itself doesn't burn, but it seems to be growing bigger and bigger the more it's in direct sunlight is also not helping.
Hi, you
hate that.
fool.
Oh shit! Run away!
I had a feeling that might be the case with fire.
Protect me, no.
Anybody got that cone of coal? How big's that?
Well, I mean, do we really need to do anything about it? It's not our problem. We could probably sail faster than...
Get away!
It does appear to be slowly sinking.
If it's sinking, that's fine.
I'll cone of cold it.
Fair enough. Just kill the top layer off just in case. You fire the cone of coal, the top layer goes completely black and dead. For the 80-foot cone... 80-foot cone, I want to say, for cone of cold? Or was it 60?
60.
60. So you take a good halfway through it, killing a fair amount and just letting it begin sinking further and further into the ocean.
Yeah, as long as it's sinking. Let's have a look through these chests, shall we, boys? Morlun will just detect magic.
Okay, detect magic. There is magic on one of the chests.
Oh, do you want chests? Here you go.
Oh, you have small ones, thank God. Reasonable size chest. Okay, we will say chest 1 is, or just blank chest, is the one which was still sealed, and chest 2 was the one that was partially open and had the mold. So chest 1 has something magical. You can detect what it is. You get to learn the school as well, don't you?
Yeah,
Oh,
I get to learn
okay.
the school.
Okay, let me just double check that.
Are either of these chests over 100 years old?
Yes, they both are. They were intended to store things.
Interesting. I repeat this information. And how much are they worth?
A chest, I believe, value is 25 gold pieces. They seem to be in pretty good nick considering they were sealed up in the back of a...
I'm telling all of
Shit.
it in great detail to Morlun as he does his detect magic.
Oh, dear.
Look at him, he's like nodding away, like, interesting, interesting.
Okay, there is an abjuration spell on the one which hasn't been opened yet.
Abjuration.
On the chest itself or in the chest?
In the chest you would detect.
Within the chest, okay. Well, there's some sort of magic in this one. The other one seems to just be a
The other
chest
one-
full of stuff.
Yeah.
Abjuration is spells that don't do traps, or do they?
Evocation is usually traps.
Oh wait, I have a spell called...
Okay.
Never mind. Not me. Is it
Okay.
cheating to look up the School of Abjuration to try and
You
work out
can look
what
it up
is? 'Cause I'm a
quickly.
wizard.
Well, you can call... Yeah. We'll
I
say
have
this.
a guess that it might be Glyph of Warding. So
It's
it could
the
have been like,
only one which I think does anything.
no, it could have been Arcane Lock or Alarm or Anti-Magic Field.
Magic that blocks, banishes, or protects is
Right.
abjuration.
Well, could be risky. Could be trapped.
I don't really have any, delicate skill.
I don't think a bard has a spell to dispel magic, doesn't he?
I mean, you don't necessarily want to get rid of it if it's something good in the chest, but also, I'm not that good at delicate traps and stuff.
Very well.
To be fair, if you open it at a glyph of warding, I'm just going to say this now, you can use counterspell if you have it.
I do have it.
I have a wand of counterspell.
Perfect. You can use that as a reaction, so that's fine.
Cool.
Okay.
Let's have a go then, I suppose. Everybody else stand back.
Not the people who can cast counterspell.
As long as they're within 60 feet.
They're to be in sightline.
Within 60 feet.
Yeah. Okay. So, as you open the chest, inside you see a small wooden box with a lock.
Okay. Box in a box.
That's it.
What sort of lock? A padlock or something?
Essentially, it looks like a puzzle lock. It's a twist of iron that you can rotate various ways. Not like a safe combination lock. Like if you twist them the right way, they'd fall into a single piece.
Okay. Is that what's glowing?
That I never said anything was glowing. Oh, detect magic.
Detect magic.
Detect magic. You feel is coming from the box itself.
From the actual box.
From the actual box.
Not from inside the box.
Not from inside the box. The box itself appears to be the magic item.
Okay. Well, Pyre, any ideas on the box? Minstrel? Anything? Mr. Pipes? Anybody with more experience than me?
Perhaps if I looked at the box, he would know of its age and true intent. So he would know if it's dangerous or not.
Oh, that's a good point. Is it
It's over.
old?
It is 100 years old, as the thing that it was in was, obviously.
You never know, they could have looted it later.
Yeah. Its original purpose is, once again, storage, this time of a magical nature. Do you get the exact thing with that, if it's a magical item?
What do you mean by thing?
Do you get the exact description of what it was for, if it was a magical purpose?
And if anyone's got detect magic, perhaps use detect magic on that small box.
No,
I have been.
I can only determine its monetary value.
Okay. You would establish it's the equivalent to a very rare item, so probably somewhere around 30 to 40,000 gold.
Well, why aren't we opening the box?
Because we don't know if the box is exploding or not.
Well, I do have counterspell at the ready.
Yes, I'll get my wand out ready.
I think Morlun will just crack his knuckles and go, okay, here goes, and try and do the lock.
Oh, wait, stop! No, just joking, carry on.
Okay. As you begin trying to work out the lock, I need a investigation check. Oh no, insight, sorry, not investigation.
Insight?
To see if you can work out how it functions.
And I peer over his shoulder and have a look as well.
You can. He's currently fiddling with small interlocking pieces of a ring that try to fit together, but must be done in the right order. As each
If
time
you
he
are
gets
going to
roll,
point and assist, I will take advantage, or you can roll.
if he gets one wrong, it resets.
18.
18. Even with a fair amount of trying, you cannot get this lock open.
It was very helpful.
Okay. I'm
Very
not
complicated lock.
the best at this kind of fiddly stuff. I mean, someone's got to...
We have two scoundrels in our party. I don't know why we're getting the big guy to do something delicate.
In case it exploded. I thought that was clear.
Having witnessed him, his insight seems to be much better than anyone else's.
Really? Have I got the best insight
I
here?
was going to say, if you're trying to work it out, I will give the
feel like
option
mine's
you could
actually
try
probably
sleight
fine.
of hand instead
I
to
have a
try
plan.
and trick the lock
I'm
open.
happy to try sleight of hand if you'd like me to have a look at it, Morden.
I could do insight.
By all means, whoever wants to have a crack at it.
I've only got
All right,
+2
I'll use my
insight.
15 for my insight, so I'll get a 19.
19 is still a fail.
Oh wait, I don't mean 19. I mean 21.
21 is a pass.
Hey, all I had to do was cheat. No, I do have.
Yay, portents.
Yeah, important. Okay, as the lock opens, you hear a small click as the ring now falls onto the wood.
Can I pick it up?
I assume you were holding the box to do this.
I don't understand. So it's fallen out of the box.
No, it's fallen into the box, so it's like gone slightly into like a locking mechanism. So you could now open
Oh,
the lid.
the lock.
The
When you
lock,
said
not the
ring,
wood.
I was like, what ring?
Yeah. The
Yeah.
very complicated locking mechanism I was describing
Alright.
before.
I'm going to open it. I'm not going to hesitate.
Okay.
Red. Oh wait, I'm supposed.
Con saving throw from Pan. You've
Counterspell.
gone miles away.
Yeah,
Okay,
maybe a
I
hive.
will need you to roll for that. And what level are you casting Counterspell at?
I'm going to cast it at level 5.
Okay, you still need to roll.
Oh,
Ooh.
shit.
One person do counter spell.
I'll let you try as well. What level do you want to
Yeah,
play?
it's essentially your action.
Well, there's a chance of my wand exploding if I use all 5 charges, isn't there? So I use 4 charges.
What the fuck do I roll for counterspell?
So you're casting that at level 6
Spellcasting
as well, Charles?
ability,
So you still need to roll.
What do I need to roll?
D20 plus your spellcasting ability
Oh, I see. Okay, so it's my attack.
modifier. I don't
No,
think
not proficiency.
include
Just
yeah, you don't
the
include
modifier.
proficiency. So D20 plus
proficiency.
intelligence. No,
Oh,
18.
wait a second.
not bad.
Intelligence of 20.
You have an intelligence of 20, so you roll with a +5.
Yeah, Minstrel has an intelligence
No,
of 20.
he uses his spellcasting
Yeah,
Yeah,
modifier.
charisma.
Charisma for a bard. 13. Okay, that is not going to dispel it.
The 18 doesn't do it.
The 18 doesn't
It's a
do it to
ninth
terrify
spell.
you. Oh, of course, 18 is equal. No, it does dispel it. I stand corrected.
I was going to say, Jesus Christ. They
I
say
was
it
like,
can
I
only be
forgot
a
equal is the
spell.
same. Yeah, no, that's my bad. That is my bad. I apologise. I nearly stilled
If you
you
weren't here, we'd probably would have died to that.
because I completely forgot how DC works.
Yay, rules lawyering.
I wonder if my other characters would have been alive if you were around.
No, I think they got screwed completely genuinely. Okay, so as an arcane symbol, if you check the spell, because you are going to want to know what did that.
Arcane.
I was going to say,
Do I
Dissipate.
get to learn it now? It's been used on me.
I mean, you can try. It's a 7th level spell at standard and was upcast at 8 for the box.
Arcane
What's it called?
Symbol.
symbol CYM.
No, SY.
No, symbol like a letter, not symbol like a thing on a drum kit.
Ah. Would have been
IT
better.
curse.
I was going to say, it could have been any of those
Jesus,
effects.
all
You
of
don't know.
text.
It could have been
Yeah.
death.
It could have been death. And looking at the damage, it might have been.
I can't find a spell called Arcane Symbol.
No, it's just
It's
called
just
symbol.
called symbol. SYMBOL. 7th level Bard Cleric Wizard.
It's a
Do.
nasty piece of work.
I mean, the
It has
death one is
multiple
just it's just certain death.
For a lot of people can survive that.
I could probably survive that.
Creatures
Well,
who could not resist the spell's magic are instantly slain.
That is not what I've got here.
No.
Death is
that's-
10d10 necrotic.
You're like, for some reason, you're going on like the wrong website for everything.
I was about to say, I don't know what you're.
All your info wrong.
How many people will have survived that? For
I'd
necrotic
have survived that.
Oh, I would have
Are you at
survived.
full
Which
health?
one
Didn't you
did
take a hit?
Which one did we get then?
Oh, I'm not telling you what it was because you dispelled it, but just pointing out how I just want to see how many people would have survived that.
I've
Yeah,
got 90
I
health
would have
left after the fighting.
Yeah,
I've got 91.
I got 99.
Yeah, so you would have survived. It would have just been particularly nasty as a trap. It was supposed to be after a reasonable fight, but I also
Well,
didn't expect you to get it open the first time. I expected you guys to keep like pissing about with it as time went on, because I set a 20 DC on that lock.
reasonable.
Yeah, but I'm probably the smartest magistician in the land, so
Fair enough.
ain't no
In-
lock stopping me.
Fair enough.
Never
Inside,
roll or brute force anything else.
you are going to find.
Oh, puppy.
No. What's the matter with you? Oh, I've been sorting by the wrong thing. That's why it's not working.
An undead cat.
A single set of rings. There are 2 of them.
Oh, I would like to.
One is
start
red
with-
and black. One is blue and white.
Start with an Arcana check.
Okay.
I suppose on the
Do they are they magical? As my magic
are.
for 10 minutes.
Yeah, they are magical, but you couldn't detect them when they were in the box.
No. What schools are they?
I'm just double checking that now because I suppose that one will be. Hang on, I just need to check the schools because they both cast spells.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, illusion
Okay.
and
Can I just identify them?
transmutation.
Can you just tell me what they
Okay,
are?
so using identify on each of them, these are the rings of oblivion.
Oh,
2 of
I mean,
them.
that sounds promising.
I will post up the full thing because it's actually an official item. There are 2 in the set. The blue one is creation, and the red one is destruction.
do
So you
not.
can-
They stay indefinitely. Oh my god. Well, friends, it appears that these items are possibly the most fascinating and powerful artifacts I've ever come across. This one can create things.
Yep.
And this one can disintegrate things.
And if you attune to both of them, taking up 2 slots, there is a very powerful spell.
Oh. Sounds good.
Jesus, that's bonkers.
Yep. To be fair, it's
I'm,
easily passable, but
Trying to work out what I've already got attuned to. I can't
you
remember.
do have 3 already. I know that much. So
Most
we
of
will
us probably
hold
do.
the session there and say this has been going on while you've been sailing back, and we will cover the other chest in post as well.
I guess I'll write down the rings in my inventory for now. Then we can decide.
Mhm.
In
What
both-
are you going to do with them? Okay, let's bring the bot out. I'll do experience, and we'll run over the treasure from the other chest.